Welcome everyone to this week's Success Weekly brought to you by Lurn Nation. We got a huge announcement. We are announcing what we call the Lurn Fund. That's right. We are now not just going to teach, not just going to coach, not just going to train, and we're not just going to be your home. We're going to start investing in your business. How about that? We believe so much in your ability to do this. We want so badly for the entire community at Lurn to propel to the top, to kick, excuse my language, but ass, all right, that we're going to start to invest in your business. Now, whether you use that money to buy more training, to get some consulting help, sometimes you just need to hire someone to help you do something, or you go straight to buying traffic. That is your business. But every week, right here on Success Weekly, at the end of the Success Weekly, we're going to choose some people who are dead serious about their business, and we're going to let you win some amazing investment capital for your business, all right? How many of you right now, type in me below if that excites you, if you are pumped up and you're excited about being able to win investment capital every week in this. You have to be here live, though. That's the only way you win. You do not win on a replay. You have to be here live every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I want to give a shout out to my good friend, Fred Land, my little brother, who gave me this idea. Actually, he didn't give it to me. I stole it from him. So, Fred, thank you very much. Hats off to you. I know he's watching because he's texting me all the things I'm doing wrong. He said your audio is messed up. So I always love that guy. I saw he was doing this. I said, you know what the hell? I love this idea. We're going to do this for Lurn Nation as well. So guys, we are super pumped. All right. We got, oh, look at the memes pouring in. So look, here's what I say, okay? We get a few hundred people onto these. Every week, your chances go higher and higher and higher to win that. If you are committed enough, I think you can win it. And at the end of this, I don't just do a lucky drawing. We're going to actually ask you questions. You have to give me an answer that's well thought out. And I will only pick someone from the well thought out answers. Your chances of winning are pretty big. And you don't just win the money. Sometimes I'm going to start giving away private phone consults. I'm going to give away time with me, my coaches. Guys, we really want to see you succeed, so we're going to dive in there with you hands-on. How's that sound? Sounds good? All right, well, listen, I'm pumped up because this week we've got an amazing guest expert. Now, if you missed last week's Success Weekly, I'll tell you what, after we're done today, you should go back and watch it, but he's generous enough that he will recap all the training from last week as well. We're doing this 2-week-long workshop all about passive income. How to generate money, how to generate a business that's passive. Last week, he showed us a business that's generating $1,000 plus or minus a month. It took him 30 minutes to set up the website. He showed the whole formula. Today, he's going to share with us the formula, the same formula he used, but yet he made some tweaks and got the same type of passive income, but now he's making 5 figures a month. Autopilot. He's going to give it all away. He's going to show you the site. He's going to show you the business. So how's that sound? Is that exciting or what? Tell me right now. Is that exciting? Type in excited. Type in excited below if you are pumped by that. If you are ready to rock and roll, if you are pumped and excited about the fact that you are actually going to see a business that you can copy and paste tonight by our guest, right? Every week on Success Weekly, we bring you a wealth of entrepreneurial knowledge. And today we're going to show you how to take other people's products and generate passive income. And the best part is even the traffic is passive. So you don't have to do active things every day for the traffic. It's passive. So I'm pretty pumped up and excited about that. I want to say that I'm really grateful to our guest who's going to give his time. He's taking time away from his business and his family and his everything. All right. And then I want you to stay on till the very end. You got to stay the whole time. You got to be committed. All right. Till the very end. And that's when we're going to do our first ever Lurn Fund announcement. And we're going to give away, I don't know, maybe 1, maybe 2. Could be, I don't know. We're gonna give away maybe 1 or maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know. It just depends at the end of the Success Weekly. I'm gonna give away, people who get a chance to win an investment from us into their business, and maybe even people who get a chance to win some guidance from us into their business. How does that sound? Sounds pretty killer, I know. I hope you're pumped. I hope you're excited. So without further ado, we're gonna kick things off. I just wanna get everyone on the same page right now, okay? So if you're on Facebook, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to click share. I need you to click like, and I need you to leave comments. I want you to be active because we need more people watching this on Facebook. I'm just going to hit refresh here and see if we're still even live. Sometimes we have issues with our Facebook Live, so give me a moment. Give me a moment. All right. Yeah, it looks like we might be having some issues on Facebook Live, so today might not be a day for Facebook. So we're not going to spend any more time and energy on that just yet. But everyone who's watching here, good for you. Thank you for being here. And I want you to type in below, I'm ready. Go ahead. Come on. I want to see at least 100 people type in I'm ready before we kick off into today. We're going to reveal a 5-figure website, guys, that literally is set up through an autopilot system and give you the opportunity. Now, the other thing I want to tell you is watch the training and learn whether this is the right thing for you. And if you feel good about it, at the end of the training, you have an opportunity to actually work with the guest and to actually learn from them in a more intimate environment, so you get a chance to evaluate if that's right for you or not. But nonetheless, amazing training through the whole event. So make sure that you are participating in that. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Are we ready? Oh, we got a lot of I'm readies. I love it. I love it. All right. For those of you who are just joining us, I love this. Paul says, I like your energy. I'm always like this, guys. It's the pleasure of the fact that I get to do what I love to do in my life every single day. Right? So because of that, I'm just always super pumped and super excited. So if you guys are pumped and ready, we're going to do it. Here's the drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to a great friend of mine, someone who's brilliant, someone who's a genius. He was here last week. He shared tremendous information and knowledge, and people loved it. People got tons of value out of it. He's back today. He's back to do it all over again. His name is Adam Short, and he's probably one of the smartest marketers that I've personally ever had the pleasure of knowing and calling my friend. And today he's going to take time out of his schedule to be here for you, to show you this entire business model. So we're going to do a quick sound test because we hadn't had a chance to do that. Adam, are you there? Uh-oh. Should always test these things beforehand. Adam, I cannot hear you, not yet, in case your mic is not connected. All right. We have a problem. So guys, hang tight. These things happen all the time. And I'm sure Adam will work it out. I see him going on and off mute. Adam, if you want, you might want to hit that little settings tab at the top of the browser next to the red phone call button. There's a settings. Make sure the right mic is chosen under the settings, so that way we can make sure you're connected to the right one. All right. All right. Well, we're still waiting to hear from Adam. All right. So while we're doing that, everybody, let's start the investment round. Let's start doing what needs to be done to win the investment today. You guys want to see what has to be done? All right, let me show you here. So let me put this down. And Adam, if at any point, he's going to reboot and come back into the system. Well, it's perfect because actually maybe we can do a giveaway even before he starts. How amazing would that be? How many of you want to do that right now? Oh, I can see him. Adam, you're here.
Oh, okay.
Adam, I'm going to take a quick break and show them something since I just promised them that I would do that. I want to get everybody on the same page here. So everyone, what I want you to do right now, I'll show it to you. Let me just put my screen on. I want you to go to Facebook. I want you to go to facebook.com/Lurn Inc. Facebook.com/Lurn Inc. Let me just make sure that you can actually see my screen. There might be about a 10-15 second delay, but I'll make sure. All right, so when you go to this page, I want you to scroll below. Oh, it does look like we finally got our live working properly. I want you to see this post right here. You see here it says live now, the 5-figure website that took 30 minutes to build, revealed. Right here, okay, right here. I want you to leave a comment. And in your comment, what you need to answer, because we're going to look at this at the end of the session, and I'm going to choose people to win. I'm going to choose people to win investments from me, all right, directly into your business. I want you to leave me a comment and tell me if you won $500, if you won a $500 investment from yours truly, me, what would you do with it? What would you do with that $500 investment in your business? I want to know exactly what you would do with it. How would you invest it? All right? I want you to start leaving your answers here, and I want you to pay attention as well, but I want you to start leaving your answers here because based on your answers, I'm going to choose who the winner or winners are. All right? All righty. Well, with that said, it is now time to have some fun, to learn, and to change our lives. It's time to take charge. And for that, we have an amazing guest today who's going to graciously give away a tremendous amount of knowledge. I want everyone to open your minds, open your ears, take a lot of notes, and by the end of this, be ready to decide whether you want to work more with this particular person and their system. Without further ado, I want to bring on and introduce to you my good friend and marketing extraordinaire, Mr. Adam Short. Adam, take it away, man. I am pumped.
All right. Thanks so much, Anik. Thank you for the introduction, the warm welcome, and I'm really looking forward to jumping in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab the screen and bring it over. And everyone should see my screen pop up pretty quickly. You should see a title slide on your end that says Niche Profit Full Control, how to create a 5 to 6 figure per month automated online business. Okay, great. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today. As Anik mentioned, this is a system that, or I should say I've been online now for well over 10 years. And this is the system that I've followed personally to build a really successful online business. I've taught this system to thousands of people all over the world. And I've had the pleasure of seeing many of them take this and use it and have a ton of success as well. And I'll share some of those success stories as we go forward on the call. So I just want to answer the question, what is Niche Profit Full Control exactly? What are we going to be covering on this call? And in short, I'm going to be sharing my exact blueprint for building a highly profitable niche website quickly and easily that earns $10,000 per month and how to scale it to $100,000 per month or more. So as Anik mentioned, on last week's call, we looked at one of my smaller websites, and that website is a little site on beta fish care. We'll circle back to it on this call too, and I'll kind of recap a little bit what we covered last week in a little more detail. But that little site earns about $1,000 per month. It took literally half an hour to set up, and you can set sites like that up all day long if you want. So we covered how to do that last week. I'm going to go through the entire process again on this call. But the emphasis on this call is going to be maximizing this system. So not how to build, just a $1,000 per month earner, but how to build a single site that earns $10,000 to $100,000 per month. The core part of the system is the same, whether you build a little tiny $1,000 per month site or a $10,000 per month site. They're both built on the same foundation. The same 3 steps are going to need to be implemented whichever direction you go. But if you want to scale your site, if you want to raise earnings to the next level, you can add some special bells and whistles that I'm going to be talking about on this call in detail. So what makes this overall approach to making money online so special? Well, there are a lot of things, but some of the main ones, and these are the reasons why I love this system so much, is that number one, it's really fast. So you can literally be earning money within a week. It doesn't take a week or a month setup time just to get everything in place. You can literally have everything up in a few days and you can be making money within a week. Also, the sites that you are going to be creating with this are very high quality. They're not fly-by-night sites. This is not a here today, gone tomorrow method of internet marketing. Like I mentioned, I've been doing this since 2000, or over 10 years, since around 2005, but it was around and working before I ever caught wind of it. So this is an evergreen model, and I've watched over the last decade as this model has just stayed so solid. It hasn't wavered at all. In fact, it's actually become more effective as time has gone on. And also, these sites, amazingly, are automated. You can completely set and forget these sites, and they will continue to earn money daily for years. And that might sound kind of crazy right now, since you haven't actually seen this done yet, but you're going to see how that's actually possible, why it's possible as we go forward on the call. So I like to call this a passive profits business. It's a business where you can put in a little bit of work, set a site up like this, put all the automation mechanisms in place, and then really step back and just let it earn for you. And that's really amazing because it's a lifestyle business. It's a business where you don't have to continually put in more and more work to make more and more money. You can put in a little bit of work once and then really focus on having the lifestyle that you want, spending your time the way you want to spend it, and your business will continue to earn for you. So there's really different ways to approach business. One is just work as hard as possible to make as much money as possible. The other is to work smart and set up something that is passive, low maintenance, and low stress. So I like to do this at the beginning of every call. Just if you haven't lately, just let yourself go here. Just imagine for a moment that you had a website that earned you $10,000 per month or more, that you actually had a site that was earning you that amount of money. And then imagine that you didn't really have to work much at all on the site, maybe 1 to 2 hours per day from home, and many days not at all. And also imagine that if you wanted to make more money, you could, because you knew all the avenues for scaling your earnings. So, I mean, just imagine for a second how that would actually feel and the level of control that it would put into your hands. And that's why I call the system Niche Profit Full Control, because it's about taking control over your time, your freedom. And this system will enable you to do that. So I'm gonna I know a lot of you were on last week's call, so I won't spend too much time here, but I just wanna go into a little bit about who I am, how I got started with this, a little bit about what my journey was like, because it really plays into some of the things that you're gonna learn about the system as we go forward. So again, my name's Adam Short. I'm from Seattle, Washington originally. That's a photo there on the screen of myself with my sister and mother on my graduation day from college in 2003. Incidentally, I graduated as a literature major. So I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I didn't major, therefore, in anything too specific like computer science, for example. So I didn't know much about computers at all. Yet today I work online and I own a 7-figure per year internet business. So it just goes to show you that you don't need any special training. You don't need any technical experience to make this work. It's something that anybody can learn how to do and just follow the steps. So it's not technical. Again, that you don't need any prior training to do this. So when I graduated in 2003, I got my first corporate job. I worked in an office, and a friend had hooked me up with this position at a company called Overture, which was the world's first major pay-per-click search engine. So Overture actually invented pay-per-click. And for, most of us know what pay-per-click is. It's Google AdWords, it's Facebook ads, it's Yahoo ads. All of the big major ad networks out there, their model is based around pay-per-click. Overture actually created that model. And it was really interesting because I got in there, I didn't know really anything about the internet or internet marketing or anything like that. But I got in there, I was kind of thrown into this world. And what was happening at Overture was there were all these people who worked at the company who were actually employees of Overture, but they were making money on the Overture network. So, like people used to log in to Google AdWords, and that you could set up ads in Google AdWords you didn't even need a website. You could just set up Google AdWords ads and send traffic from these ads straight to affiliate offers and just send really cheap traffic over to affiliate offers and make money. That's what people were doing in Overture. And clicks were so cheap back then, they were literally pennies per click. So this was working extremely well, and it was something anyone could do. So I saw that people were doing this, and I started doing it. And you can see that up on my screen there, a little image of Alta Vista. I don't know if anybody remembers the Alta Vista search engine that that was like the major search engine before Google. But that's where ads were running on Alta Vista. You could set up ads, send traffic to any affiliate program out there, and it was almost impossible not to make a profit because clicks were so cheap and so targeted. So I started doing this. I just kind of fell into it, and then that's when that really ignited my interest and passion, because I could see that, wow, I can make money on the internet and I could maybe not have to work for someone else. And that was just really, a pivotal moment for me. So, but things did not go very well from there. I was really happy at first because I was making really good money on the side. And in fact, I quit Overture. I quit my job there after about a year, just thinking that I was going to work online for the next however long and make great money doing that. But literally, it was literally like 3 weeks after I quit, the Overture model stopped working, more or less, because Overture started changing their rules. They started making it more difficult to do what I was doing. And I just basically, 90% of my income was wiped out within a couple of weeks. So there I was, just kind of dumbfounded, and also, you know, kind of freaked out. And I started really scrambling to try to earn my income back, but Overture wasn't working. So I was looking through other avenues of doing that. I was buying all these internet marketing courses and just, you know, putting in hours every single day on the computer. And just because I didn't have a job and I was buying all these courses, I was sinking further and further into debt. At the low point, I was over $120,000 in debt from credit cards and a bunch of student loan debt as well. And things got worse after that. I had to move out of my apartment. My aunt was kind enough to take me, and I moved to Tucson, Arizona, and I slept on her couch for about 3 months. And she has 5 large breed dogs, which I'm allergic to. So it really was a low point. Every morning I would wake up just covered in dog fur, with like dog fur in my mouth, and just sneezing and not knowing what I was going to do next. And it was really pretty sad, but kind of funny too when I look back on it. But it gave me, you know, it was kind of sink or swim. And I decided I was going to keep pushing. And eventually things worked out just through sheer persistence and desperation, really. I started figuring out how to create websites that actually made money and were quality sites that added value to the internet. And I'm just really fortunate that I stumbled upon this model that you're learning, because it's turned out to be really the best model that I've ever seen. And I've been online now again for over 10 years. So these are some photos. I just wanted to share these because last year, just to talk about the passive nature of this model, last year was a 7-figure year, and I really didn't work that much. I decided actually that I was going to just take last year off and just travel, because I'd never really done that before. So we went all over the place. We took lots of different trips all over the world, to South America and the Caribbean and Hawaii and different places. And it was amazing because the business still earned 7 figures. And that's because, again, you don't have to be sitting around at the computer to make this system fly. Another quick photo I'll share, and then we'll move on. That's just my mom and I. I've been able, through this business, to buy a house for her here in Henderson, Nevada, so she can be close to my sister and I, which has been really, obviously, very fulfilling. So being able to do things like that is really, really amazing, and I'm very grateful for that. So just to show you just the last 3 years of results in my business from doing this, and I'll show actual specific screenshots later as well of specific earnings for specific websites. But this is our consolidated revenue from the last 3 years. And as you can see, it's consistent 7-figure years, 2014, 15, and 16, from doing this exact model that I'm sharing with you on this call. So it's not just me, though. Like I said earlier, thousands of people from all over the world are using this exact system to make part-time and full-time incomes online. And I just want to share a few quick case studies just quickly with you to demonstrate this. So William Leclue says there is so much training out there on the internet about internet marketing that it tends to create confusion. But when he started following the system, things worked. He's now earning $7,700 per month on average, which is enough for him and his family to live on. This was after he was laid off from a high-paying corporate job in finance, by the way. Now he works online full-time, gets to spend a lot more time with his family. Joanna Amons, she needed a way to actually stay home with her son for various reasons. So that's why she turned to internet marketing. Following this system, she is now earning $12,000 per month. As you can see there, she says she works 15 hours per week on her business when she's launching a new site. But when she's just working on maintenance, she can put in as little as 1 to 2 hours per week. That's per week. It's crazy. And Stephen Cadlick. So after launching his first site, he made his first sale about 3 weeks later. He then scaled that one site up to $18,000 per month, which he continued to earn until he sold the site for a large sum. And it was a very large sum. I spoke to him actually a couple of months ago, and we caught up. And he did very, very well with that one website. So these sites are high value assets that you can sell if that's something that you want to do. The point of all of this, of talking about myself and my story and of their stories, is because I want to be clear that you can do this too. I have no doubt that everyone on this call can do this too. There's no prior training required. You can do this from anywhere in the world. It's extremely simple, as you'll soon see, and it costs virtually nothing to get going. So there's really no barriers to entry. Once you know how this works, the only barrier would be you not taking action with it. But if you take action with it and follow the steps, you will be successful. So as we go forward on the call, I'll not only be showing you what to do, but I'll also be sharing some of my own real money-making sites so that you can see how this works in the real world and literally just copy me. There's no reason to try to get too creative. You can if you want, but you can also just copy exactly what I'm doing and expect to see results that way. That's the easiest way to do it. So this is the website that I shared last week. This is a website that I created in literally over 10 years ago in 2005 on how to care for betta fish. So this site took about half an hour to set up. It earns about $1,000 per month in profit. It's made that money, it's earned money nearly every day since 2005, and it's a complete set and forget site. I don't touch the site. So I'm not going to go into detail again on this particular site on this call, because again, as I mentioned last week, we're going to look at a much more profitable case study on this call. These sites, though, if you're on last week's call, you know this, that we call these sites automatic selling machines. So that's what I refer to them as, automatic selling machines, or ASMs, because that's exactly what they are. And that's what we'll be referring to them as going forward. So we're going to start at the very beginning here, and with just an understanding of what we're doing. So we don't just walk into the system, start building a site, but not have the perspective of where we're coming from. So what we're doing with this model and with these sites is we're identifying a problem. You can also think of that as a niche market. And then we're offering a solution in the form of information. That's it. If you can do those two things effectively, which you will be able to do, then it's impossible not to do well online, because making money online is centered around building a subscriber list. And if you can identify a problem and offer a solution, you will gain subscribers. And once you've gained subscribers on your list, monetizing subscribers is really easy. So I'm going to show you how to do all of this in the most effective way possible, but that's what we're doing at Root. So now there are lots of different courses out there being sold. There's lots of people talking about how well they're doing online, and it can be very, very overwhelming and difficult to know where to focus. So I want to just tell you very bluntly that this really is the top online business model. So, I follow it. Onik follows it. Many of the internet marketers out there, they may be calling it different things, but they're all doing this. So it's the ones that are teaching internet marketing. So this really is the most widely used and also reliable online money-making system out there. It's worked since the dawn of the internet. It's trusted by myself and many others. It's evergreen. And like I said earlier, it works even better today than it did when I first started. It's all based around email, and email isn't going anywhere. I shared some really interesting stats on last week's call about how important email marketing is to today's businesses and how that trend is just continuing to get stronger and stronger. I won't recap those stats now, but email marketing is here to stay, that is for sure. So I really see this as the optimal path to not only financial, but also personal freedom. This is a very smart way to set up a business that will ultimately lead to you having a lot of free time and control over your financial life. So the thing is, the reason that I think it's going to be beneficial to learn from me on this model is that I've been relentlessly working on it and honing it for over 10 years. So I've continually refined it, continually have made it more efficient and faster, and adapted it to the latest changes in the internet marketing landscape. And what we have now is this extremely effective formula for launching a website really fast, seeing money fast, and then rapidly scaling things up, while again, building everything on a foundation that enables that 100% automation. Now, also, just something I want to just throw out there for you to think about. This can be a passion business. And maybe, depending on where you're at, that may or may not be that important to you right now. But it's something that has turned out to really be a blessing for me to have found that this can be a passion business, meaning that if something that you're interested in happens to be in a profitable category online, you can build a website around that and put your actual, authentic interest into building that website and earn money that way. And that can make this whole process really, really fun. So just something to think about. So what we're going to do now is go into how to create one of these in detail. Last week, we just touched upon some of the highlights and the nuts and bolts, but we're going to go into things in much more detail on this call. So I'm going to show you how to create an automatic selling machine. We're going to walk through the 3 steps, and there are only 3 steps to doing it. Those include choosing a profitable niche, setting up an automated conversion platform. That's just another way of saying setting up a website that makes money on its own. And then step 3 is to set up a hands-free traffic stream. And that is so key. There are different types of traffic out there. There's high maintenance traffic and there's low maintenance traffic. They all fall into one of those 2 categories. Low maintenance, automated, free traffic really is the way to go with this. It's essential because if you're always having to work on your traffic, then you can't step back from your business. So I'm going to show you how to set up automated hands-free traffic streams. So this is a quick diagram here of what we're essentially doing with this system. I shared this last week as well. And just don't be intimidated by this diagram. It's really not as fancy as it looks. All we're doing, if you can just follow my mouse, is we're just driving traffic into a website, more specifically into an opt-in page where we're collecting names and emails. We're sending emails to our list. So I'm over here now, and we're selling affiliate products to our list. If you want to ramp things up to the next level, you could also sell your own products to your list, which is this set of 4 boxes down here. You can take people through an entire product funnel. So, this might look fairly commonplace, what I'm talking about here, and it is in a sense, but again, it's how you do these things. And I'm going to show you all sorts of cool shortcuts and methods for streamlining this and maximizing it. So let's talk quickly about the case study website, and I'll show you it, and then we'll kind of be referring back to it throughout the call. So this is a site that I wanted to share that, again, is a 5-figure per month website. We followed the exact same model as we did with the Beta Fish site, but we've just added a couple of things to it that have catapulted it to that next level of earnings, which I'll show you, of course, what those are. So a few quick stats. We started the site from scratch in April 2015. It hit 5 figures per month in July, so less than 90 days later. And it's completely automated and growing, completely. We don't touch the site at all, except to check on stats, check on sales. So this is the website. It's freelancewritingriches.com. So you can go check it out anytime. You can type it into your browser right now, or you can just continue to look at the screen here. But this is the site. The site essentially consists of a blog and an opt-in page, and that's it. So this is the blog here. I just want to show you a quick preview here. We're not going to dive into the site just yet, but this is the blog. It's a very straightforward blog where we're posting content with tips, helping freelance writers earn more money as freelance writers, have more success in their career as freelance writers. So what's the niche there? The niche is freelance writers. So, and this is the opt-in page. So this is, very unassuming. It's just a single page, but it's so key because this is where we collect subscribers, so email addresses onto our list. And from there, we can communicate with those subscribers and we can make money. So tying this back to fundamentally what we're doing, again, as I mentioned earlier, we are identifying a problem and then we are solving it by helping people find the information they're looking for. That's all we're doing with this website. So this is an actual diagram. This is the diagram of this is the exact diagram we just looked at earlier, but it's specifically now tied to the site we just looked at. So we're sending traffic from places like Facebook to the opt-in page and to the blog. From there, we're sending emails and we're promoting affiliate products that we find over at ClickBank, as well as a set of our own products. This is the actual product funnel down here, which I'll break down into more detail later in the call. Now, just a note here, I don't want you to be worried or concerned that you're going to have to create your own products with this in order to earn great money with it. You don't have to do that. It's one way it's one method that you can use, but you can also just do affiliate marketing. You can just sell other people's products and still earn 5 figures per month. So one approach to scaling this, which we'll talk about more later, is you can build a site like the Betafish site, which again took 30 minutes to set up. It's $1,000 per month earner. You can build 10 of those sites and make $10,000 per month, or you can just focus on one site and scale that to $10,000 per month. And sometimes you can do that just selling affiliate products. But if you do add your own line of products, it will take your earnings to the next level. So it's just an option. And we have done that with the Freelance Writing Riches site. So you can do this as either a product owner or an affiliate or both. And that's very good news. Okay. If you were to do it as an affiliate, it would just look like this. You wouldn't have your product funnel as part of your overall blueprint. You would just have this. This represents everything that you would be doing. Very, very simple. So let's implement this system together. We're going to walk through these 3 steps of choosing a profitable niche, setting up an automated conversion platform, and setting up our hands-free traffic stream. Now, a quick but important note here before we get going and I really show you the details here. We're going to go through the manual way to do all of this right now. And I know that sounds like kind of, a bummer, but the reason is because I want to make sure that you see at the ground level what's happening, so that when I show you the accelerated way to do it toward the end of the call, you'll really have a solid understanding of everything. So later in the call, I'll show you the automated, new and improved method for doing all of this that takes about 1/10 of the time. And that's because we'll be using special technology and ready-made content, which again, I'll share at the end of the call. But we're going to go through everything the manual way first so that you can just see what's happening at the ground level. So step 1 is finding a hot niche, finding a problem basically to solve. And like with all 3 steps, there is definitely an optimal, fastest, easiest way to do them. And that's what we're going to be doing. So niche research is one topic that if you Google it, you'll find a ton of information out there. Some people have like 7, 8-step niche research processes, which I've really found nothing against them, but they're just not necessary. They're just not necessary. You can just do it in 1 step, one very simple, somewhat counterintuitive way, but it works unfailingly. And what it involves is finding a hot selling information product on ClickBank. That's it. When you have found a product on ClickBank that's selling really well, then automatically you have your niche. You just simply ask yourself, who's this product being sold to? So maybe you go to ClickBank and you see a product called Organic Gardening Secrets, and it's selling really well. What's your niche? In other words, who's your audience? Organic gardeners. That's it. That's it. So ClickBank is where we're going to start. It's a shortcut, streamlined, sort of lazy person's way of choosing a niche, but it's also, again, it works really well. And it will ensure that you choose a profitable niche as well, because if you sometimes if you follow these 7-8 step methods, there's a risk that at the end of it all, you'll just have too much information to weigh, and you may choose a niche that isn't profitable. I've done it myself many times, and then everything else from there is going to be an uphill battle. And we don't want that. We want everything to be smooth and easy and to work out really quickly. So I'm going to walk you through exactly how I'll choose a new niche over at ClickBank. Now, how many people know what ClickBank is? If you do, if you can just type into the chat box what ClickBank is exactly, that would be great. I'm just curious. So just type that into the chat box. Cool. Okay, I see them coming in. So Bill, lots of people are getting this, but yes, it is an affiliate network. That's essentially it. It's an affiliate network. So an affiliate network connects affiliate marketers with product owners so that affiliates can promote those products that product owners have created, and that way both parties benefit. So ClickBank brings these parties together. They do all of the click tracking, all of the sales tracking, and they make payouts. So right now, I want you to just think about being an affiliate and coming to ClickBank as an affiliate. We're not going to even think about product creation right now. Our goal right now is to find a product on ClickBank to base our website around and to promote through our site to earn money as an affiliate. So when we're here at ClickBank, we're going to go into the affiliate marketplace there at the top. And then scrolling down a little bit, you'll see a list of categories on the left. And at this stage, if you're doing this yourself, you can go into any category. It's really up to you. There are great products in every category. But I'm going to go into employment and jobs in this example. And when you go into a category, you'll see a page that looks something like this. And down the right-hand side, you'll see different products listed in ClickBank that different people out there have created. These are information products. ClickBank is 99% information products, ebooks and videos and things like that. And since this is an information-based model, it's perfect. ClickBank is perfect for what we're doing. So we've gone to employment and jobs, and scrolling down a little bit, I see a bunch of products, and these are 3 of them that I've included on the screen. So Home Job Stop, Writing Jobs 2016, and Slogan Seller. So as you're scrolling through these categories, what you want to do is look at that number that I've circled in red called gravity. Gravity is a number that ClickBank has created for us as affiliates. It's really a service they're doing for us that tells us how well a product is selling. So the higher the gravity within ClickBank, the better the product is selling. More specifically, it's tracking how well affiliates are doing selling this product. So what it's telling us is that if there's a high gravity, it's telling us that it's going to be very easy for us to make sales as an affiliate because there's already all these other people having success doing it. So you can see that first product has a gravity of around 6, the second one a gravity of 70, and the third one a gravity of nearly 3. So out of those 3, which would we choose to promote? We would choose the second one there. So Writing Jobs 2016. So as you're scrolling through the marketplace, you want to just find these high gravity products. And then when you see what the product is about and who it's catering to, then you can build your site and to attract that specific audience. So Writing Jobs 2016, that is, if you go to the website, it's a website that helps freelance writers find high-paying jobs. So when I saw this product, I saw this product before I ever created Freelance Writing Riches or even knew that this was a great niche. But I saw this product and I thought, wow, okay, so there's a lot of freelance writers out there who want to make more money, who can benefit from something like this. And I knew right then and there that if I built a website and provided good information to freelance writers to help them do that, that I would make lots of sales of this product. And it's worked out really well. Now, the question, of course, is what are our parameters? What's a high gravity and what's a low gravity? So I'm going to answer that question. I'm also going to show you a way to identify the top selling products in ClickBank instantly so that you can, it's an even quicker shortcut. So if we go back to ClickBank, you'll see in the top right a link that says Advanced Search. So if you click on that, you'll go into a page that looks like this, and just set your category to all categories, and then set it to show items with gravity higher than 19. So that's the magic number, 19. Products with a gravity of 20 or higher tend to be selling a lot better. It's kind of the tipping point. They tend to be selling a lot better than products with a gravity of 19 or lower. And those are really the products that you want to be building your websites around, or the niches that you want to be building your website around. So if you set those simple filters and click search, then you're going to weed out 95% plus of the ClickBank marketplace, because there's thousands of products. And as you can see here, we've filtered down to just 245. So there you have it, 245 winning products to choose from across a variety of premium and secondary niches. Now, what do I mean by premium and secondary? Premium niches are niches that are highly, highly profitable. Secondary niches are niches that maybe just aren't quite as profitable. So beta fish, for example, is a secondary niche. Freelance writing is a premium niche. And you know, there's no exact numbers for which bucket to drop these in. It's really just, I think of it like the really high gravity products are more premium, kind of the mid-gravity products are maybe secondary. So the higher the gravity for a specific product, that's a strong indicator of how profitable the niche will be. So aim for as high a gravity as possible, but at least 20, so 19 or higher. Now, just a note here, you know, I get this question actually quite often, you know, why, if this is working so well, why haven't you just kept it a secret? Why haven't you just been doing it yourself? There's several reasons. One of them, though, you know, because there's kind of an assumption that I would be worried about competition, but the fact is that's just not something to worry about. So if you have any concerns about that, I just want to ease your concerns now, because over the last 10 years, I've uncovered thousands of niches, over 4,000 niches where this formula can actually be applied. Some of them have little to no competition. Some have a little bit more competition, but it doesn't really matter because of where the internet is right now, how it's evolved, and where it is right now in 2017. Traffic is a lot different than it used to be. The playing field is much more level in terms of traffic, and that's really where the competition happened before. It was around traffic. So now that there are more ways to drive traffic, and the methods for doing so in many respects are easier than they used to be, you can go into more competitive niches and just carve off a little slice of that traffic and do very, very well. So don't let competition worry you at all. It's really more about making sure you go into a niche or find a problem that people are really passionate about solving. So it's more, think about it not from the competition standpoint, think about it more from the human standpoint of, I want to help people who are really struggling with something find a solution. It's more, you know, you want to find that niches where there's a lot of frustration and a lot of passion. So that's one thing to think about. As you're scrolling through the ClickBank marketplace and you're looking at these products, and you can say, okay, there's 245 of them here, and some of them have, you know, this really high gravity. Think about, though, you know, think about the people who would buy that type of product and try to tap into how they're feeling. And if you think, oh, now they must be really frustrated, that must be really difficult. That's always a good thing. And it can that's where the kind of a gut feel type thing can come in. And it's just a good exercise to connect with audiences like that, so that you remember as well that that's ultimately what we're doing with these sites. It's not a detached mechanical thing. We're actually putting out sites that people are going to be frequenting and benefiting from. So once you have your product, I've got Writing Jobs 2016. It's a mental thing. You just go, okay, who does this audience serve? Freelance writers. There's no additional research necessary. It's just a mental think about it. So there we go. We find a hot selling product and we match it back to a niche. And that's niche selection right there. That's as simple really as it need, or as difficult, I should say, as it needs to be. All right. So once we've chosen an audience that we know is passionate and spending money, we know they're spending money because we know they're buying the product that we found over at ClickBank, which has a high gravity. Then we can create our website. And this step is really just as easy as the first one. It's not complicated. It's really just a matter of knowing how to do it correctly. So let's go through the steps to doing this. The first thing to understand is that you're going to be launching your website. I recommend, I should say, launching your website as an affiliate. Don't worry about product creation. Just launch it as an affiliate, and you will be promoting the ClickBank product that you found. And that's how you'll start. And you can often build a $5,000, $10,000 per month single website doing that if you found a really high gravity product and you follow the other steps correctly and set up your traffic channels the way I'm going to show you. So that's it. But if you want to take things to the next level and make even more money, then you can add products, your own products later if you want. The other route is to add your own products right now, but it's a little more work. So I think that most of us on this call, we want to get to where we are now, to having a money-making site up as fast and as easily as possible. So I recommend saving product creation for later. When you already have income coming in, you can just reinvest that and have experts create your products for you so that you don't actually have to even do any of the work. So here are the conversion platform components. These are the components that you'll want your website to have. And those include a blog, which we'll call a trust generator, an opt-in page, which we call a lead generator, and an email follow-up sequence, which is our revenue generator. When you have these three things, then your website will make money. So, I've seen a lot of courses out there and a lot of instruction where people are saying, just set up an opt-in page and an email follow-up sequence. They skip the whole blog process. And that can still work. Like the Beta Fish site that I showed you earlier doesn't have a blog. But when you add in the blog, that's another thing that will really enhance your results. Now, there's always this concern, well, blogs are hard. The content creation is going to be a lot of work. That's really not the case. With everything online, there is a way to make it hard and there's a way to make it easy. So for our blog, we'll usually put out, I should say, I recommend to you that you put out one blog post every 2 weeks, but you can outsource it and you can get all your blog posts written for the next 3, 4, 6 months and just have them queued up in WordPress to go out automatically. So it can be a totally hands-free process, and outsourcing content does not need to be expensive these days either. We'll talk more about outsourcing a little bit later. But having your blog up it'll help because it'll give your audience a way to receive free value from you. Whereas if you just have an opt-in page, they don't really have a chance to get free content from you before they give you their email. They have to give you their email first. And that just means you're going to get less email addresses. And there will be less goodwill when someone does opt in because they won't have gotten any value yet. So you'll have to kind of earn their trust through your emails. Whereas if you have a blog, that changes everything. And also if you have a blog, it's really going to allow you to maximize your Facebook traffic channel, which I'll talk about later. And then number 2 is the opt-in page, which is our lead generator. And this is key. So giving something of value away for free in exchange for the opt-in. And you're going to be driving traffic, and I'm going to show you how to do this later, to both the blog and the opt-in page. Now again, you don't have to have a blog. Last week I showed you how we did this just with an opt-in page with the Beta Fish site. But again, this week I'm going to show you the way to do it with the blog, because that is an enhancer. So for our opt-in page here, we're giving away a free report on getting high quality clients for freelance writers. It's a little 19-page report that was, again, we'll talk about content creation later. It can be really easy, and you can outsource it if you don't want to do it yourself. So someone opts in, and then the revenue generator kicks in. And the revenue generator is the thing that is going to run on autopilot day in and day out and earn income for you from your site. And you can just think of it like an email course, because that's exactly what it is. And when you launch your site, you want to have an email sequence in place that goes from 10 to 14 days, with about 40% of those emails being selling emails, meaning saying, go check out this product at ClickBank, and they'll have your affiliate link inserted into the emails. And you want about 60% to be content emails where you're just giving away tips. So I've logged into my email marketing software, and the services out there that are good for this that I recommend are Aweber or GetResponse. For this site, for freelance writing riches, we're using Pinpoint, but I do like Aweber and GetResponse better. So that's the email course right there on the left. You can see it. All the emails are loaded in already. They're queued up. And when someone opts in, they receive 1 email per day for about 12 days. Now let's go into day 4. And I just want to show you what we're doing, what this consists of exactly. Essentially, it's just solid but basic content, giving away some sort of tip on how to enhance your freelance writing results. So whatever niche you're in, whether it's beta fish or freelance writing or something else, you're giving away a tip for your audience on how to enhance their results. So these are little bite-sized emails, maybe 150 to 250 words. So about 60% are going to be little tip emails like this. The other 40% will be recommendation emails, where you're just going to be recommending that product that you found over at ClickBank. So this is a recommendation email here. Now, just another thing to think about, just to consider, if you have any concerns, I know I did when I first started, and I see this come up when people are first learning about the system, that you're going to have to do a lot of selling, or you're going to have to be hypey, or you're going to have to learn copywriting. And those are all things I was really scared of in the beginning. So something to think about here, you don't have to become good at those things, and you don't have to do those things. This is very much the way that I look at it. I used to look at it more like we're selling. We need to sell. That's really not the best approach, because your results will go down. They will not be as good as if you look at it like, I'm just recommending. So it's helping people find information and products that will help them. And if you take that approach and you write your promo emails with that tone, it just changes. People can sense the tone when they read it. And you're saying, look, I found this product that I really think will help you, and here are the reasons why. Go check it out. I think it'll help. And you put your affiliate link in there. It's so much different from the hard selling that you often see. And they can really be uncomfortable to have to do unless you like to do it. So, but I know I don't. So that's something you're concerned about. Don't be. So step 3 is to drive traffic. So those are the first 2 steps. Now, again, there are manual ways to set up your blog and your opt-in page and your email sequence, and manual ways to find the niche. And that's what we're doing right now. But again, at the end of the call, I'm going to show you how to automate everything, how to literally, with special tools, basically, that are going to make this whole process even simpler than it is right now. So step 3 is to drive traffic. As I mentioned, the key with traffic is hands-free automated traffic. And we want as much of our traffic as possible to be free. So I have really nothing against paid traffic methods, but by nature, any type of paid traffic method is going to be a little bit more high maintenance. Just because you have to watch your paid traffic campaigns, and you have to make sure that they don't get out of control. You might have to optimize them. It can be a lot of work, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can set up really targeted, automated free flows of traffic from different sources online that you don't have to worry about at all. So I'm going to show you what I call my perpetual traffic machine formula. I actually have a whole separate course on this, but I'm going to just condense it all and show you exactly how it works right here, right now. This is a strategy for setting up a set and forget traffic machine that continuously pumps very high quality traffic to your website, completely hands-free. So the 3 traffic sources that we're going to be tapping into, and you might be thinking, well, how are you going to set up free automated traffic from these sources? I'll show you how. They include Facebook, YouTube, and Google. Now, there are 6 or 7 additional traffic sources beyond this, which I also like to tap into, but we're just going to cover these 3 on this call, just so you can get started with this. I'm going to show you as well, not only how to drive traffic from these 3 individual sources, but also how to combine them together in an interesting way. For instance, I'm going to show you how to combine Facebook with YouTube to create sort of a magnifying effect where both traffic channels get lifted up because they're integrated in this way. But let's start with Facebook. And Facebook is not actually my favorite source of traffic. We're going to start with it because it's really easy to get going with. And Facebook's really popular these days, and everybody wants to know how to take advantage of Facebook. But yeah, but it is a good source. And the other thing too with the perpetual traffic machine, you don't need to launch all 3 of these traffic sources at once. You can launch them one at a time, but it also depends on how much money you want to make for your site. You don't necessarily need all 3. And that's why it's important to set a goal of how much you want to make. If you want to make $3,000 per month from one website, you might only need Facebook traffic. If you want to make $10,000 per month, then you're probably going to want to put all 3 into play. But you have options, and that's what's really cool about this. So let's start with Facebook. And if this is the traffic stream you want to start with, what you would do is after you launch your website, you're ready for traffic, you would open up a Facebook fan page. And this is our fan page for Freelance Writing Riches. And you can see there we've got about 80,000 or so likes at the time of this screenshot. And the whole idea with our fan page here is we are going to be building fans. You build fans to your page, and then you direct as many of them as you can over to your website. It's that simple. And it works like a charm if you do it in this way I'm going to show you. There's a couple of, so the first step is to build likes once you have your fan page launched. The fastest way is to use Facebook ads, which is paid. It's the only paid traffic that I use. You can also build likes organically, and that's done through cross-promoting between your fan page and other people's fan pages. I would recommend just building likes with paid ads because it's faster. Facebook like ads are the most inexpensive type of Facebook ad, and you can just instantly start getting fans. But if you have 0 budget, then you can go the organic route. I'm going to focus though, we don't have time to go into both methods, but I'm just going to focus. So I'm going to focus on building likes using Facebook ads. And you can start out, by the way, with a small budget. Start out with a budget of $10. That's literally all it takes to start getting likes. So it doesn't need to be expensive to get started. But this is just an example, and this is how easy it actually is. Okay, so this ad, we ran this ad, it resulted in 31,000 likes, the specific ad. The average price, the average CPM was 6 cents. And all we did is we went into Facebook, we built an audience in our Facebook ad manager. You can basically tell Facebook who you want to target. We said we want to target people who are interested in freelance writing. And that's the ad over there on the left. All it is we found a really basic image of a heart. It's cut off. You can't see the full heart right there. It's a heart. And then the ad copy, as you can see, all it says is, like freelance writing, like to learn how to earn income as a freelance writer. That's it. You can get one of these ads going in literally half an hour. It's not complicated. And you can start building targeted likes to your fan page. So once you have those likes coming in, how do we get as many of those fans as possible over to our website? Well, the way to do it is as follows. First up, when you set up your Facebook fan page, which, by the way, this is another thing that only takes a couple of minutes. You just go into your Facebook account and launch your fan page. That takes about 10 minutes. And then you want to set up your fan page like this. You want to make sure your header graphic has your URL listed. You want to make sure there's a sign up button added, which you can see there. I added that within Facebook. They have a feature that just, you click a button to add your sign up button. When someone clicks that, they go over to my opt-in page. And remember, that's where we want our traffic ultimately to end up. So we're getting these targeted fans, these people who are interested in freelance writing to our page. We want as many as possible to click that sign up button, and then they can get onto our email list And that's when it becomes easy to monetize. And then last but not least, over there on the left, we've got our About section where you can list the URL of your blog and your website and your opt-in page. Now, those are just supporting factors. That's just setup stuff. It's good to have in place. But the real engine here that's going to be continuously pumping your fans over to your page is by updating your fan page. And this is where having a blog really helps. So you can just put out a basic blog post. And when you put that blog post out, share it on your fan page. This is an example right here. So when someone sees this and clicks this post, they'll end up over at our blog where they'll be able to read the full post. And on the blog itself are links to our opt-in page. So they can go over and opt in, or there's also forums on the blog itself. If you go check it out now, you'll see it. There are forums where they can opt in. So that's a great way to share great content with your fans. And that's an example of giving away great value. And that's where the blog really helps with traffic generation when it comes to Facebook. So that's one type of post you can make. Another type of post that we make all the time are these little image-based posts. You can create an image-based post like this with a tool like Canva, which is free. Makes it so easy. And you just take a quote that your audience might be interested in, put it on an image background, maybe brand it with your URL like we have there and post it. You can post these all day long and your fans are probably not going to get sick of it. And then every now and then, every 3 to 4 posts, drop a post back to your opt-in page. Just like this one here, a direct link back to your opt-in page. And again, just like with everything else with this business, you're just recommending something. You're saying, hey, I have a free report on how to get more clients on LinkedIn. Go check it out. And they can click that link, go over to the opt-in page and get that free report. You're not like trying to cram it down someone's, in someone's face. You're just recommending it, saying, hey, go check it out and enjoy. It's free. So nothing intimidating, nothing that's going to turn your fans off. And if you just kind of rotate between these 3 types of posts, and there's additional types of posts too that we're not going to cover right now, but there's different types of posts that you can make to your fan page to continually drive traffic over. Now, I want to say again, if you don't have a blog, don't worry. You can still make this work without a blog. There's lots of different posts you can make to get people over to your opt-in page. Now, you can automate this whole thing, by the way. Facebook has an automated post scheduler. So I just like to go to Facebook. I'll load up all my posts for like the next 3 months. I'll set up my Facebook like ads, and those are running automatically. My posts are being drip fed automatically, and it's just constantly churning people over to the opt-in page where they go through the automated email sequence, and that's it. It's really simple. Now, next up, we'll talk about YouTube. So YouTube is it's my personal favorite traffic source because it's the most hands-free. It's also a backdoor into Google. You can really make YouTube successful, though. A secret is by kind of integrating it with your Facebook page, which I'll talk about. So let's go into this, and we're going to switch gears a little bit here. And instead of continuing with freelance writing, we're going to go back to Betafish, and I'll show you the Betafish channel on YouTube. And this is our main source of traffic for the Betafish site. And so I thought it would be a good example to share. So this is the page right here that we're wanting as many of our viewers as possible to land on, because then they can opt in and go through our sequence. And this is the channel here. Now, this is a testament to the power of YouTube. We've got, over 200, at this stage, probably closer to 300,000 views from maybe 18 or 19 videos. And Betafish is a really small niche. We've put very little effort into this channel, and I really mean that. And but that just shows you how easy it is to get traffic from YouTube. And I'll walk you through exactly how to do it now. So now, really quick, there's some, sometimes just like with a lot of content creation, there's sort of a little bit of worry that it's going to be too much work. And I just want to put any concerns, again, you have at ease here. I don't create any of these videos myself for any of our YouTube channels, and we've got lots of channels, but they're all outsourced. And you can get a video created, a good video that ends up getting you thousands of opt-ins, literally, for $50 to $100, and you never have to do any of the work. So here's my simple video creation formula. This is how it works. Pick a topic for your video. Maybe if you're in the organic gardening niche, maybe it's a topic on soil, like organic soil or something like that. And it's going to be maybe like a 3 to 5 minute PowerPoint based video. So no one on screen, just PowerPoint. Those work very well. Visit Fiverr.com. Fiverr is an outsourcing marketplace. And here's what we do. We hire 2 to 3 different people. The first person will write the script for the video. The second person will create a really nice PowerPoint template and add the script into the PowerPoint. And the third person will actually take the PowerPoint, the script, and read it and actually create the actual video and splice everything together and send it back. Total cost per video, $50 to $100. You don't need to be a perfectionist with these. You can, again, knock these out very, very quickly, very inexpensively. And the ROI per video, or the power per video that you load to your channel, is immense, especially when you know how to optimize the video, which I'm going to show you in a sec. A single video, if you just do minimal optimization, will often result in thousands of new subscribers for you. Now, here's something that I haven't mentioned yet. If you follow this system exactly like I'm teaching, and you go into the type of niche that we've talked about, if you set up the types of quality, traffic that we're talking about, then a list subscriber is typically going to be worth about $1 per month to you. You know, when all is said and done across all the different niches out there, that's a metric that we can rely on, more or less. So if you have 1,000 subscribers on your list and you've done everything right, then those subscribers should be worth about $1 per month to you as they're going through your automatic selling machine. So, but often just one video will get you thousands of new subscribers. So just think about that for a sec. $50 to $100. There's no way that if you follow everything that I'm showing you here that you're not going to recoup that and much, much more. And you don't have to do any work for these videos. So now, just like with Facebook, the whole idea is to get people from YouTube who visit YouTube to your channel and your videos, and then from there, get them over to your website. So let's talk about that. And when you do that, the results are huge. Now, one of the keys to making this work is getting your videos ranked well in YouTube's search results. And that's where a lot of people get stuck. But it's actually, and I'm not exaggerating, this is really actually very easy to do. And the main way to get these rankings is through views. The more unique quality views, people viewing your videos, the more of those you can get, the higher your videos will rank. And unlike Google, with YouTube, it's easy. You don't need a ton of views to get ranked really highly. And the cool thing is, once you get locked in here to the top of YouTube, then it becomes a perpetual machine, because as people are continually search, they're going to find your videos at the top, watch them, and your views are going to continue to go up. Views are how YouTube measures the stickiness and quality of a video. So now, how do we get these views? I'll talk about that in a sec. That's where Facebook's going to come in. But as you can see here, I've typed in a very popular keyword in this little niche, betta fish diseases, and 3 of our videos are ranked there at the top. And I'll tell you, I'm no SEO wizard or rankings wizard. I just know how to get views. So here we are at the betta fish channel, and we're going to start at the beginning here. You want to make sure you open a channel at YouTube, just like you would open a Facebook fan page, you would open up a YouTube channel. This is where all your videos are going to live. And people will be visiting your channel, so you want to make sure it's optimized. Have a link to your site in the header, add a custom tab over here where you link to your site, and link to your Facebook fan page if you have one. Just little setup things that are a good idea to do. There's other stuff too that you can do, there's lots of little things you can do that will, we're not going into everything on this call because we don't have unlimited time. But like another example is you can have a video that auto plays here on your YouTube page that welcomes people and tells them to click this link right here. So that's another way to get traffic over to your site. Now, again, you're going to be adding videos to your channel, and just start out with one video. Just see how it works. $50 to $100, and I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised. You add that video to your channel. You're going to do a little keyword optimization, which basically just means whatever your video is about, put that at the beginning of your video title. Mine's about betta fish diseases. So you put that, that's the keyword we want to rank for. And then you add a link in your description, and make sure to have a call to action at the end of your video. That's going to get people from your video over to your site. And now, how are we going to get that video ranked at the top of YouTube? So we need views. And if you have a Facebook page with some fans, this is really, really easy to do. There's two things you're going to do. The first thing is add a custom tab. So you can see I've got a Facebook tab there that says free beta videos. You can add a tab like this with a free app called Thunderpenny. And Thunderpenny, when someone clicks that, it'll bring in your YouTube videos and display them in Facebook. So your fans can click that tab and get to your videos. Now, granted, not all of your fans are going to click that tab and end up at your videos. Only a small percentage are. And that's why it's important to update your fan page. Whenever you release a new video, post it on your fan page, on your timeline or your newsfeed. But don't just do it once. Do it like every day for a week, with little reminder posts. And your fans, that's going to get it in front of as many fans as possible, and your views are going to go up. And it's hard to express how powerful it is to be getting views from all these different fans, because YouTube's tracking that all these views are coming from different IP addresses. They're all high quality. They're targeted. People are often going to watch the full video. And so that's why it works so well to harness Facebook fans like this. There's other ways to get views as well, but that's one of the fastest. If you don't have a Facebook page, there's other ways, but that's one of the easiest. Now, last but not least, we have Google. We're not going to spend too much time here because Google happens automatically. Remember earlier I said that YouTube is a backdoor into Google. You can really fight tooth and nail for months to try to obtain Google rankings for your website, but it's really hard to do these days. And I've pretty much, just turned away from it because it's too much of a headache, and there's so much free traffic out there to get that doesn't come from Google. But what's great is that Google wants to rank videos, and there are far fewer videos out there than there are web pages. Far, far fewer. So the competition is much, much less. And if you do what I just showed you, put solid videos up on YouTube, optimize them, get some good views, they're going to start popping up in Google's top 20 and top 10 results. And that's another huge boost in traffic back to your videos. More views, better rankings. And so you can see how it becomes a perpetual traffic machine. With everything in the system, you just got to do a little bit of work to get it going, and then it works by itself. Now, as I mentioned, you can add multiple additional traffic sources beyond this. Here are a couple of my favorites. These three, again, this is the perpetual traffic machine core right there, but then you can do things like guest blog posting, forums. If you have your own products, you'll have affiliates. You can tap into Q&A sites like Quora and Yahoo Answers, and so on. These are all things that you can do later, but they're optional. If you've already hit your income goal, then you may not want to do them. But if you haven't and you want to make more money, you can tap into them. And at that point, when you're tapping into those extra sources, it'll be actually fun, because it gets more playful at that stage, because your site will be making money already. The pressure is off. So now it's just like, how high can I scale this up? Let's dive into it and have fun with it. So I'm going to touch on now scaling to 6 figures per month. Okay, this is like next level stuff, but we're just going to go into the nuts and bolts of it, and then we're gonna shift gears, and I'll talk about the automated way to do all of this, the fastest, easiest way to get your first site up and running and making money. So scaling to 6 figures per month, it's actually really, really simple. There's only 3 ways to do it, only 3 things that you need to focus on. Your own products, we've already talked about that. More traffic, and maximized list marketing. Those are the 3 ways to do it. We've already talked actually about the first 2. So one thing I haven't mentioned is that when you do get your own products created, then you can list those in ClickBank, and then you can benefit from affiliates promoting you. So that's one benefit of having your own products. More traffic, we've talked about that. You can scale Facebook as high as you want. You can scale YouTube as high as you want. Google will happen by default. But then there's also those additional traffic sources you can add on, and you can scale those up as high as you want. And the more traffic that you have, the more opt-ins you're going to get, the more money you're going to make. If you have, 50,000 subscribers, and each one of those is worth $1 per month to you, that's $50,000 per month in revenue. That's what we're looking at there. So focus on traffic and maximize list marketing. That's something that we haven't talked too much about yet, but this really is just about selling your own products. When you have your own products, there are different types of emails that you can send to your list that you can't send as an affiliate that will give you big spikes in income. So I'll just give you one example here. And this is a very common thing that people do. When you have your own products, you can do like limited time, discounted, scarcity-based email campaigns. So for instance here, we have Maggie's Mind Conditioning Workshop, which is a product that we sell through Freelance Writing Riches. And what we'll do sometimes is we'll discount it by 50% for 72 hours, and we'll send our list 3 emails, 1 email per day for 3 days, saying this discount's happening for 72 hours. The next day, okay, there's 1 day left. The next day, going. So you do a countdown like that, and it creates a big spike in revenue. You can't really do those kinds of things with affiliate marketing, but when you shift into your own products, then you can do those things. By the way, none of this you have to do all at once. You don't need an entire product funnel if you want to become a product creator. Just get an ebook created. Just get your first ebook done. That's very easy to do, and it will give you that shift where suddenly you can get your own affiliates and you can run these maximized list marketing campaigns. Okay, so let's move on kind of to the next part of this call, into how you can get the very best start with this. So you've just seen a real 5-figure per month case study that was scaled to that level in less than 90 days. It's a 100% automated site. It's one of many sites in our portfolio. You've also heard earlier from other students who have achieved similar results. So, the fact is you too can have your own site or portfolio of sites earning you 4 or 5 figures per month, and you can do it probably much faster than you are probably thinking right now. So we're going to go into that. At this stage, though, you really have 2 different paths that you can follow if you want to build one of these automated money machines for yourself. You can go it alone. That's what I did. That's what a lot of people unfortunately end up having to do because they never find this training. So for me, that was 2 years that was really fraught with a lot of frustration and a lot of falling down and getting back up again because I didn't have any sort of blueprint in front of me. If you want to go that path, you certainly can. And if you're persistent, you will figure it out. But it's the long, hard way to do it. The second path is to piggyback off of those who have gone before you. So this is what you're looking at here, a straightforward 60 to 90 days to a business that literally sets you up for life. And again, I want to reiterate here, there are so many shortcuts. There are so many easy ways to do everything I just showed you, most of which we'll talk about in just a second. So, anybody can do this. And what we're ultimately talking about here when we talk about these 2 paths is cutting your learning curve from years to literally weeks. And I can't emphasize enough that the time to get your ASM up and running is right now. And I'm saying that because the longer you wait, the longer it'll be until you have one of these sites up and running really completely changing your life and your lifestyle. If you start on this thing tonight or tomorrow, within 60 to 90 days, you're going to be, if you stay focused, up to 4 or 5 figures per month. And think about what that's going to do. Think about where that's going to take you in your life. So if you can have that in 60 to 90 days, then you want to start right now. If you start 60 from 90 days from now, then, now that timeline, 60 to 90 days, it sounds, I don't know, 2 to 3 months. That's a little bit of time. But the fact is, that's what it takes to set up a real online business that you don't have to work on for years. The Beta Fish site that I talked about, that site was set up in 2005, has made money every single day since then, and it doesn't require any work. Now, that said, when I say 60 to 90 days, I'm talking about getting really to the 5-figure per month mark. Okay, you can have a site up and running and earning money within a couple weeks by just doing the bare minimum here. But if you want to take it to 5 figures, if you want to take it to a higher earning site, then you have to add these different bells and whistles, wait for them to kick in, because it's going to take a little time to get your YouTube rankings, etc. And then, things will continually go up from there. You'll be locked in that higher level of earnings. But remember, you can have a little 4-figure a month site, a little $1,000 a month earner out there in a couple hours. So the system's very fluid and flexible. That's one of the reasons we have so many successful students. A couple other reasons, again, I've been refining, improving, and simplifying this formula for over 10 years. It works for anyone, regardless of experience level, location, gender, or age. Like I said, we have thousands of people all over the world from all backgrounds making money with this. And there's almost no barriers to entry. All you really need is a computer and an internet connection. And it's also, since you're on this call and you've been here to the end, I assume you're strongly considering, what is the best route for me to go? And so let's just take a step back and look at what's available right now to you as someone who wants to build a successful online business. There's really 3 different main models that are working right now. There is this model, which we can call the information model. There's the physical products model, and there's the services business model. This model is better, much, much better, in my view, and I think I know I'm not alone here, than the other 2. I'm not knocking the other 2, but for instance, the physical products model, can be significant upfront inventory costs. You've got a stock inventory, deal with shipping, reordering, competition. That's just the beginning. It's also a very tough business to completely automate for those reasons and more. With the services business, it's pretty obvious you're doing the work yourself, and you're going to be doing that for quite a while. So that's not these aren't freedom-based models at their core. The information model, though, is, number one, it's 100% digital. You can get started for $15. That's basically going to be your domain and hosting fees, which you have to have if you have an online business. It's perfect for the solopreneur. You can do all this yourself and work from home, or if you want to hire people to help you, you can. You can automate the business 100%. Super, super high profit margins when it comes to promoting information. And it can be a passion business, which I think, if you're spending time on anything, it's so much better if you actually enjoy it. Maybe you will find a lot of passion in selling physical products, but a lot of people don't. I know I don't. So that's where this business can be very, very different and much, much more enjoyable. So what are we talking about here that's available to you right now that you can actually have in the very near future? What we're talking about is a golden ticket, basically, to a 6-figure per year business up and running within 60 to 90 days, but not just any business. It's a passive income business with the ability to work from home, total freedom over your own time once this thing is set up and running, and the ability to increase your income whenever you see fit. That's what this will do for you if you just take a little bit of time to learn the ins and outs of it and start putting the pieces in place. And what we've done, we've created a system called Niche Profit Full Control to enable you to do this easily. We've covered a lot on this call. You might have a little bit of information overload, but what I want to do now is kind of wipe the slate clean and actually really show you how easy it can be to launch this business. And the way that that is made possible is through this program that we've created. We opened the doors in Niche Profit Full Control in 2015. At the end of 2015, it was open for about 2 weeks. Then we closed the doors. We've been working with students ever since then. And many of them are seeing amazing results with this. So we're opening it up again for just for basically Onyx subscribers and Onyx audience for a very, very short window of time. So this is a backdoor into this program. So I want to go through and show you everything that's in here and why it's going to make kicking off your business so much easier than it would be if you were to follow any other route. So starting off with the 8-module training program, this is detailed, in-depth video training. It's 8 modules of over-the-shoulder training on the entire system, where I actually am launching sites on video. So I start at the very beginning and walk you through, as I launch, actually 4 different websites and take them all the way to profitability and show you the entire system, everything. Believe me, there's a lot of profit-producing stuff that we didn't get to touch on this call. There are shortcuts that we haven't had a chance to touch on this call. It's all taught in the training. You're going to learn, it's basically a brain dump of everything that we're doing right now that's working the absolute fastest and most efficiently. So I'm not going to break down these 8 modules right now, but I'll just list them. We start with niche selection. By module 2, you'll have your website set up. That's ASM setup and deployment. And at that stage, you're really going to have a website up. You can skip at that stage to module 5, which is traffic ramp up, and just start driving traffic into your site. You can stop right there if you want, or you can rinse and repeat and build more sites. The other modules, modules 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 are all about enhancing, taking things from the 4 to 5 figure level to high 5 figures, maybe into 6. So it's all there. It's it's a treasure trove of the best information out there on how to maximize the system. Included with that, you're also getting what I call my $1 million swipe file. So this is really special. What you're going to get access to within this program is basically my entire multi-million-dollar business. You're going to come behind the curtain, behind the scenes, and you're going to get to see exactly what I'm doing. You're going to get to see my actual assets. So you're going to see the niches that I'm in. You're going to see the exact ads I'm running on Facebook, my exact traffic sources, my Facebook fan pages, my YouTube channels, other traffic sources we haven't even talked about. All of my websites, my email sequences are broken down, and I actually give you downloads to these sequences as well. Within the course, you can download entire sequences. You can download many of my products and see how they're constructed. You get to see inside my product funnels and see how they're constructed, so you can just copy them, and much, much more. Now, when I say copy, I mean, I hope that you don't compete with me directly. I mean, take what I've done and apply it to your own niche. That's the idea. So next up, so that's the training. Next up is the NPFC private software suite. And this is where the automation for launching your business really is taken to the next level. This is going to take a huge amount of the heavy lifting off your shoulders that, like everyone else out there who doesn't have access to this is having to face. You're going to have access to these tools which streamline all the key steps of the system and make it much, much, much easier to get your site off the ground and get it profitable. So going back to the 3 steps of launching this business, we've got niche selection, setting up your website, and driving traffic. So these tools tackle those 3 steps. They make them faster, they enhance them, and ultimately get you from point A to point B in a much, much better way. So The first tool in the niche selection phase is Market Feeder. This will plug into ClickBank. It will scour ClickBank's marketplace daily, and it will just feed the best-selling products in ClickBank back into your account. It will include some numbers and metrics such as trends, so you can see how those products are performing over time. So at a glance, you can just log into your NPFC account and see what's selling the best right then in ClickBank, along with some extra numbers that will just help flesh out your ideas about each of these markets. So you actually don't ever have to go to ClickBank. This is a very, very simple tool, but very useful. Use it all the time. Now, Market Analyzer is a complementary tool to Market Feeder. You can basically check off the products that are fed through Market Feeder, the ones that look interesting to you, feed them into the Market Analyzer software, and that will dig into the market. It will pull back things like traffic volume within the niche, social activity, product reviews, and other indicators, and it will give you an overall market score. So you can see, is the market green, yellow, or red? And obviously, if it's green, then it's go. And the other colors are more things that you should maybe step back, and you can ask me questions about that market. I'll get to coaching in a second, or you can just wait until you get a green market and go with that one. You can score any market in 15 minutes or less. It's just the click of a button, and the software does the rest. Competition Profiler. This is really useful when you want to scale and take things to the next level, because you can plug in the URL of one of your competitors, and it will go out, it will analyze successful sites in your niche. It will analyze that site. It will reverse engineer their competitor traffic sources, their funnels, and more. And it will even do some estimates, which are surprisingly accurate on how much money they're actually making. So that will tell you who you should be modeling and who you shouldn't, whose ideas you should be taking and using, and whose ideas you should be ignoring. So very, very powerful tool. So that covers niche selection. That's really going to enhance everything you're doing with that step. The second step, again, is launching your website. Now, your blog itself, if you decide to have one, you don't have to have one, but if you launch a blog, you'll be using WordPress. Within the training, I show you how to launch a WordPress site. I show you my exact theme that I'm using, how to customize it so that it is set up exactly like we have it for our sites, what widgets you need, and everything, so you can get your blog set up perfectly. But you're also going to need that opt-in page. If you decide to have your own products created, you're going to need sales pages. And that's where Niche Profit Press comes into play. You can launch beautiful, high-converting landing pages in literally minutes with this tool. If you've seen tools like Lead Pages or any of the other landing page generators, ClickFunnels, this tool is in that exact same league. It's even better, in my view, in many, many ways. It includes dozens of proven to convert templates. You can modify colors, text, layout in seconds and publish to your own domain. And you can launch as many of these landing pages as you want. So this is a tool we use to launch all of our landing pages. It includes opt-in pages, sales pages, webinar registration pages if you want to do webinars, which we teach in the course, and many, many other types of landing pages that you might want to take advantage of. Moving on now to the third step of the system, which is traffic. So we've got two tools for enhancing your traffic even further. So the first one's Traffic Advantage. This tool, you can plug in a keyword. So let's say beta fish. It will go out, it will scour the internet, and it will identify real-time social activity. It will, from YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, forums, blogs, Q&A sites, and it will pull that activity back into an interface, and you can tap right into that. So social activity is some of the best traffic you can get, but it's traffic that a lot of people miss because there's so much social activity happening, and honing in on the hottest pockets of activity that are getting the most traffic can be near impossible. It's like a needle in a haystack, but this pulls thousands of conversations back into an interface. You can see which conversations are getting the most traffic and insert yourself in those conversations. So the tool actually will pull those stats back. So here's an example. I found this forum thread within a specific forum. This thread was getting a high amount of visitors per day. The tool told me that. So I just went in, responded to this person, put a link back to my site. This one post results in between 5 and 10 targeted visitors back to my site every single day. That might not sound like a lot, but when they're targeted, that's very valuable traffic. But you can do this hundreds of times. You can do this thousands of times. The second tool and final tool that we'll talk about is Social Leads Builder Pro. This is a viral list building tool. So you're going to be able, when you have your website set up, to install this and just let it run. And basically what it will do is it will recruit your list subscribers to send you even more subscribers. The way that that works is you can run contests with this tool. The tool will organize and run and track the entire thing. It's completely hands-free, but you basically can set up incentives for your subscribers to tell their friends about your site. So you say, hey, if you've had value from this site, let your Facebook friends know about it, and then the tool will track how many new subscribers that particular subscriber sends you, and you can run contests that way. It might sound complicated the way that I explained it. If you have any questions, we'll get to those at the end of the call, but essentially it's a set and forget tool that's going to build you a bigger list. Next up is the community and coaching. So built into this program is consistent hands-on coaching with myself and also my team of coaches who are here and dedicated to getting you to that level that you want to get to. And this is really the pillar of the program that I think sets it apart from most programs out there. Onik is an exception. He provides amazing coaching. Most programs, though, don't provide amazing coaching. We do, and what that means is that you're never going to get stuck. Not only are you never going to get stuck, but your understanding of how all this works is going to be so solidified. You're going to be so clear on this. And on top of that, you're going to get inspiration and motivation to keep moving forward to hit your goals. And again, this is why we see so many successful students. So first off, we have live Q&A coaching calls and webinars. These are several times per month at NPFC. These are live video and audio via Google Hangouts, just like we're on right now. You're going to get cutting edge training on these calls, and also lots and lots of Q&A time. Any questions you have, you can join and talk to me about any struggles you're facing, any questions you have, and I will get you through them to the next level. Next up is the NPFC Private Coaching Forum. So this is where, when we're not having a Q&A call, that you can get access 24/7, 7 days a week to coaching. You can get access to myself and also my team of 10 niche profit mentors. These are people who are already earning very good money online with this system, who have experience coaching other people to success, and they're in there at no extra cost, available to coach you anytime you need it. So the forum isn't just a place to hang out with other people. You can do that, but it's also a place to get really good coaching anytime you need it. Again, 24/7. Now also, when you enroll in NPFC, you're going to get two very special bonuses. There's actually a third really awesome bonus that I'm going to get to in just a second. I'm going to get to that a little bit later. That's a limited quantity bonus for the first couple of people who join. But these two bonuses are available to anyone who joins tonight. So the first one is my top 50 niches report. So these are the 50 niches out there that I personally handpicked that I see as having the most profit potential and are also just flat out the easiest to make money in. So I created this report around these niches. All 50 are listed. I go into each niche in detail, talk about it, flesh out its strong points, its weak points. So with this at hand, you can pretty much skip the entire niche selection process. You can open up this pamphlet, this book, and you can handpick a niche that looks interesting to you, because these are guaranteed premium profitable niches that, again, are fully pre-screened. Bonus number 2 is goal setting and time management video course. I believe this is probably the least flashy, least kind of sexy part of the program, but I think it's one of the most important. The people who come in to this program and set clear goals and say, Adam, this is how much I want to reach. You can tell me that in the forum or the Q&A calls. This is how much I want, and this is when I want to have it by. Those tend to be the people who get what they want. And this course was designed to help you do that if you're not familiar or that's not a process that you've made a practice in your life. This will give you tried and true ways to set clear goals and then manage your time effectively to get there. And I found that that's very important. Time management especially is very important when launching an online business. Many of us, I know many of you on the call, don't have a lot of time during the day. Maybe you don't have any time at all during the week. Maybe your time is just limited to a few hours on the weekends. That's okay. You know, I say that as long as you can put in between at least 7 hours per week on this course, you'll make the progress that we've talked about. So 7 hours per week, and you can do that 1 hour per day, or you can do that, you know, all on the weekend, or just one day, 7 hours on one day. But that's about what it takes to follow that 60 to 90 day path to the success that we're talking about. So this course will show you how to maximize your time that you actually spend in front of the computer with this course, so that you get the most out of it. You don't waste any time, and you're never stuck in that gray zone. So let's just recap these features that we just went through one by one. We have them all here on the screen. I'm going to list them again quickly so you can just see everything in one place, and then we'll move to the next step. I'll give you a link where you can enroll in the program, and then I'll also talk about that limited time bonus in just a sec as well, which is it's going to take everything to the next level even. So first up, we have the NPFC 8 module training program. Okay, that's again a brain dump of the latest and greatest techniques and strategies and system that I'm personally using and that I'm teaching right now that is leading to incredible results. The $1 million swipe file, that's again behind the scenes access to my actual business. And we're not just talking fluff, you're actually getting to see my sites, my ads, everything, and actually even download parts of my sites and products and ads. The NPFC software suite. So these are the tools that they're just going to give you a lot of extra automation and a major edge. And the NPFC coaching. So that is there where I'm available to just help you move along in the swiftest, most efficient and effective way possible. Bonus number 1 is the top 50 niches report, and bonus number 2 is the goal setting and time management course. The values of these individual features of this program are all listed over here on the right. This is a very value-packed program. It's the best training of its kind I've found on how to implement this model. The total value is $26,982. That doesn't include the cost that it actually took us to develop this. It was in development for over 9 months. Development costs were around $125,000, and that does not include the thousands of hours that we spent actually creating the program itself. So this is also very limited. Oh, my screen might have just popped off there. But long story short, this is not available to the general public right now. It closed when we opened it originally in 2015. We have over 25,000 people currently on our waiting list. And we're just opening the doors for a small group of people. Basically, as students or subscribers of Onic, you have an opportunity to get in on this. We aren't going to leave it open indefinitely or let too many people in, because if we do that, I'm not going to be able to give the kind of coaching that I want to be able to give with this program. So even though we're opening it as a back door right now to you, we're still going to be watching the sign up count. And if it starts to hit that peak, we're going to close the doors. So the value of the program is insane. Hopefully that's apparent by now. That said, you're not going to pay the $26,000 value. You won't pay $18,000. Even though earlier we looked at Stephen Cadlick, who with one website was earning over $18,000 per month. He then sold that site for a huge sum. You're not going to pay $9,000. We looked at Joanna Amons earlier, who's making $12,000. These are a couple of case studies. There are hundreds of people making 5 figures per month with this right now, following this exact training. You're not going to pay $9,000, $10,000, $4,997. If all this program does is allow you to clear your debts and pay your bills each month, would it be worth that amount? If all it does is set you up for a comfortable retirement, would it be worth $4,997? If all it does is earn you an extra, say, $5,000 per month in income going forward, would it be worth $4,997? That said, that's a question only you can answer. That said, you're not going to be paying anywhere near that amount. You get complete access for much, much less than that. In fact, we have a payment plan that makes this very accessible. You can get in for 3 payments, in fact, of just $597. So that means a $597 investment right now, and then over the course of the next few months, 2 additional installments. But you can actually even get started for less than that. We have a $294 discount available if you want to just pay just a single enrollment fee of $14.97. You can get in and save $294 overall. So the link to get into the program is up on the screen right now. I'm going to talk about the limited time bonus in just a sec, but I do want to say in regards to that bonus, anyone who gets in from this point forward, the first 25 people are going to get that bonus. Beyond that, though, we won't be giving away copies of that bonus. So if you're here on this call now, you want to get in on this, and you want to be insured on getting that bonus, then definitely go right now and lock in your spot. And I'll talk about that bonus in just a sec. Go to nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. Make sure to go to that exact link because that's the back door that's going to get you in. If you go somewhere else, you're not going to be able to get in. You can make your investment on that page. You can either choose the 3-pay plan or the single pay plan, and you'll be able to enroll right away and get started. Everything that we talked about, by the way, is available right now. This is not a drip-fed program. You're going to have access to everything, all the training, all the software, the coaching, the $1 Million Swipe file. You get access to everything when you enroll instantly. So it's not drip-fed. We also, just so you know, there is a 100% money-back guarantee. You have 30 days to test drive this entire program for yourself. And I say it's risk-free because if near the end of 30 days you're not happy, you can simply ask for a refund and we will refund you, no questions asked. So the link is nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. Now, Onik, should I go through this huge exclusive bonus first, or did you want to jump in at this point, or do you want to come back in later?
Adam, I mean, I definitely want you to go through it. And listen, everybody, stay on because we're still got to do our investments. I mean, I'm going to be investing in some of you, but I want to see you guys take action. This is, as I told you earlier on, Adam is one of the best marketers that I've ever met and that I've had a chance to work with. And so for that very reason, I constantly tell you guys, only the best of the best gets to come to Lurn Nation, right? And so right now, what I want to challenge you to do is take action. If this sounds like something that you want to do, then the URL is right on your screen, right? nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. Go right now and take that step. Now, the thing is, I know for a fact, because I spoke to Adam, he's opened this up outside of its general time. And what that means is that we have to limit the number of people that can join. So you can see right there, it's limited to the first 25, and he's going to do something great, even bigger. All I can tell you is this. A lot of you ask me all the time, Onik, how can I build an automated business? Now, every element of what I teach you is in this formula, from list building to getting traffic to making money as an affiliate and to being able to grow that into having your own products. But imagine this, you don't have to develop your own products until you already have an audience, until you know it's 100% safe to do it. And then you can go follow the blueprint. I mean, it's just such a systemized process. So right now, what I want to tell you is, look, you want to be an entrepreneur. That's why you're here with Lurn Nation. And I want to congratulate you on that. And we're excited about that. I really am. I mean, come on. Guys, it's what, 11 p.m.? I've been up since my usual 7 a.m. All right? I'm still excited, still pumped, because this stuff is fun. This is life-changing. But you're going to have to step up. I'm going to show you the URL again here, nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. And what you have to ask yourself is, are you ready to take that leap? because I think that's the only way you're going to get to where you want to be. Now, I want to see what these bonuses are, Adam, so I'm going to let you go and finish. But everybody who's watching, know this. 25 is the limit, and it will end. Right now, all I want you to ask yourself is, are you truly excited? Are you ready? Are you ready to take this to the next step? And if you are, and if you feel this program is right for you, then pull the trigger. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing. All right, Adam, I'm going to pass it back to you. I want to see what these bonuses are.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Anik. And okay, so everyone should see huge exclusive bonus on my screen. Just a heads up. So I am going to go into these bonuses right now. Just a heads up, we already have 8 of these bonuses have been snatched up already or taken, basically. So Tomas, I see that you are in. Welcome. Rolled is in. And again, anyone who's enrolled thus far already has access to these bonuses. Shell is in. Robert is in. Gary is in. And we have a couple more people who have joined. Bonnie is in since I've started talking. So let me go into what these bonuses are. Let me just see if what would be better than you building these sites yourself. Just if you guys can just type into the chat box, what could be better than you creating these sites yourself? Even though you have access to this, you're going to have access to the training and these tools, which will essentially build your sites for you, and coaching if you need it. What would be better? All right, I'll give everyone a couple seconds to type in their answer. All right. All right, I see a few coming in. Yeah. Well, I see a couple people have said it. Me building them for you, right? Yeah, I've done this a lot. I've built a lot of these sites. Since I started doing this many, many years ago, I've built literally hundreds of profitable sites following this formula. So here's what I'm going to do. The first 25 people to sign up are going to get 8 ready-made sites, 8 ready-made websites. So 8 ready-made plug-and-play niche businesses that I have personally created. And I'm going to be just handing them to you. You will be able to download and launch all 8 of them tomorrow. If you want, tonight, if you want. You probably can't launch all 8 tonight, but you can at least get your first one launched tonight or tomorrow. So let me be clear on what these are. These are full-blown, super high-quality websites across 8 different niche markets. I've personally selected these markets. I've personally worked with my own in-house team to create these sites. That includes all the content for the sites, the web pages, everything. And all the marketing is done. All the affiliate products are pre-selected and integrated into the sites themselves. These are plug-and-play sites that you are just going to be able to launch in minutes and get out there. And get, what do you have to do after your site's out there? After step 1 and step 2 are done, the niche is selected and the conversion platform is done, all you need is traffic. So with that said, here is what each niche business includes, to be specific. We've actually taken this to the next level. You know, earlier I advised that when you launch your site, when you first get it out there, you're going to want at least 10 emails in your follow-up sequence. You'll want at least 1 blog post out there. These are supercharged sites. You're going to be coming out full force with more content than you need. So first off, you're getting a 30-day, for each business, you're getting a 30-day autoresponder sequence with content and selling emails completely done. All the affiliate products have been pre-selected. I've selected them, screened them, written all of your promo emails, written all of your content emails. There's no content creation whatsoever to do that you have to do with these sites. They're ready to go. And here's the thing that we haven't yet talked about too much, but long story short, the longer your sequence, the more money you're going to make. A 30-day sequence is like 3 times as good as a 10-day sequence because it gives you more opportunity to communicate with your list, more affiliate products to sell. Number 2, you're getting 20 high-quality blog posts. So again, you don't have to have a blog, but if you decide to launch one, These will keep your blog humming along on autopilot for at least 6 months, maybe even longer, depending on how frequently you post. So there's your blog content completely done. You're also getting a tested and proven opt-in page with sales copy. So the headline, the bullet points, the design, everything is done. You simply just push a button to launch that to the internet. And you're getting 2 high-quality free reports. You can, of course, you're going to want to give one of those away on your opt-in page. Again, that's already done for you. The other free report you can just have, you can use it, you can turn it into blog posts if you want, you can give it away at another time. We've just decided to include 2 because 2 is better than 1. You have more content that you can use in the future. Full-fledged automatic selling machines ready to go. You get 8 of them again. So again, this is limited to the first 25. I'm going to be watching enrollment on this end, and I will let everyone know how we're looking in regards to those bonuses and if we've run out. I do see more have been snapped up since I've been talking. Quite a few more. We do have some left, but they're going.
It's already Adam. 20 seats are gone.
Oh, okay.
I think you might have to add a few more. I hate to. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. Listen, jump on. I'm impressed. The couple of bonuses you just threw in there already are some things that are just impeccable. I don't know how you're doing it, but 8 ready-made niche businesses. Guys, how does it get any better than that? Now, here's the deal. The limitations are real. They have to be. We have already crossed that. We're about to cross that 20. So, Adam, do you think we can expand it by at least a little bit so everyone who's just on the fence gets that last chance to get in there?
Yeah, in fact, I meant to say 25. I might have said 20, and this on the screen is a typo. It was meant from the beginning to be 25.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, we'll expand it to there for sure.
Awesome. Thank you. Listen, everyone, right now, seriously, go to nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onic. I didn't mean to chime in there and interrupt you, Adam. I just got excited. I love it when Lurn Nation is just, they're just excited and they take action. I really do. Powerful stuff. Adam, back to you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you guys, thank you for your response tonight and all your awesome questions. I'm hoping, Onic, we're pretty much to the end as far as PowerPoints. I've got additional testimonials and case studies I can share, but is it possible that we could do some Q&A?
Yeah, absolutely. I will help you out with that, and I'm going to pick some questions. And also, we've got our support team that's watching. Oh, my God. We are at 23 seats. So, wow. I don't know how much time we have, Adam, for Q&A at this point. It's going to sell out. Listen, guys, what I want you to ask yourself is this. You're getting 8 done-for-you businesses. You're absolutely getting every piece of this. nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onic. I want you to go right now. Adam, I'm going to pull some of the golden questions out. I know we only have a few spots left. Come on, Lurn Nation, figure it out. If you want to do this, if this is a business model you want to commit to. Now, remember, Lurn, listen, you got to commit to it. So if you're going to do this, I want you to commit to it 100%. I don't want you buying other business models out there then. I want you to pick one and commit to it because as an entrepreneur, we know we have the bad habit of being scatterbrained. I want you to really do a soul search right now. Make sure you're ready and willing to commit to this so you won't be dealing with the scatterbrain. But I'm telling you, this is a very complete. Sorry about that. I'm telling you that this is a very complete system that you can start with right now. We have very few seats left. nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onic. I don't even know if while I was talking they were sold. But I'm going to pick some questions out here. You guys know how to interact with us and put those questions below. But in the meantime, Adam, can you tell us a little bit about these stories, these people who you've been able to help?
Yeah, definitely. So I just took some random testimonials, some random students who have gone through the program. Some of them are still in the program. We have Lorraine. Lorraine is, and you can see, should be able to see their photos on the screen. But Lorraine is retired, actually, and had no prior experience at all with internet marketing. And she actually started earning income within a couple of weeks when she came into the program. She didn't she didn't decide to create the $10,000 a month site. She created a smaller site in a smaller niche, but she did get it up to 4 figures, and that's been really nice for her retirement. Gary Welsh, I mean, you can see what, I don't want to sit here and brag about, this program, but you can see what Gary has to say about it. He says that it's the gold standard in terms of training. It's enabled this company to grow more than 50%. I like to think the training is really good too. We do get a lot of comments from our students that the training is really, really good and really clear. Mac Payne, Mac has crushed it. He's built dozens of sites with this. He's continuing to build more and more sites. I've worked with Mac quite a bit, so he's also retired. He's working full-time now online. There's many others. I can keep going on it. Just let me know when you want to see
there's never enough great stories, huh? Well, Adam, we have another Adam that's asking a very honest question. And you know what? I'm gonna bring it up because I think a lot of people wonder this. Just in case you're wondering, okay, last time I checked, we had 2 seats left because it was 23. I'm not gonna check again because until I don't check, Adam can't pull the offer out. So I'm not gonna go in there and check. You have last opportunity right now to jump in there. nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. And I actually just realized that URL is not correct, Adam, just FYI. There's no .com in it. But I think everybody knows that they could pop in a .com into the URL. There you go. So Adam, we have another student whose name is Adam who asked a great question. And he said, he recently invested in a program and it promised great support and it promised all the help that he would need. And he said it promised the world. And of course, within a very short time, he requested a refund because it didn't live up to it. How would you answer this? I want to answer it first real quick, and I want to say, Adam, to the student, Adam, we let Adam short on here. We know these guys for years. By being a part of Lurn Nation, one of the best things you get is that assurance, that security, that protection. I always talk about, right? Lurn is a home for entrepreneurs, and that means that this is the place you're safe. We would never bring in front of you anybody that wouldn't take care of you, that we didn't believe would take the best care of you, that had the capability, had a great name, and had great track record. So with that said, I feel confident that Adam's going to do a superb job. But Adam, I would love for you to more directly address this because I think there's probably a lot of people who have that concern.
Yeah, definitely. Well, first off, I mean, the program itself is, I mean, I can sit here all day and talk about how great it is and show you, Adam, the results that other people are getting with it. I think at this stage, though, you have to decide for yourself. I mean, you have to get in and see the program for yourself. I'm very confident you'll be very happy with it. What I can say is that it's very transparent. We have a community within NPFC where that everyone has access to, where everyone can interact with each other, where everyone can interact with coaches. And, so it's very open. It's not, you're going to see very quickly that there's nothing to hide and that we are very, very genuine about helping you achieve your results. And, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you can come in and experience the entire program, again, you have access to everything once you get in. You can work with me directly. I'll work with you as much as you want. And still at the end of 30 days, if you're not happy, you can get a refund. So there's no risk. If anyone's at risk, it's really me, because would have invested a lot of time with you and then you would bail. But I really, really strongly doubt that's going to happen, because if you put in, again, the 7 hours per week, if you ask questions, if you get stuck and you ask questions, you're going to see great results. And I can tell you with a lot of confidence that you're going to want to continue at that stage because you're going to be seeing results. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, guys, I think that the biggest factor here, it shows you, right? The honesty of the answer in itself shows you the intent of the person behind it. He said, I can't, for you, what you consider excellent support is a subjective manner. But the great thing here is get in there and have a look, experience it. I always say this, look, these are opportunities that are no risk. Why are they no risk? Because you have the decision to come back and get your money back. Not that I ever like to push that, because personally I like to say that if you're going to go in with the approach and angle of just get your money back, then don't bother. Don't do it, because you waste your time and everybody else's, and it breeds the wrong mindset, right? Every time you try something and don't achieve, you build negativity in your mind. So what I would rather you do is go into this with the full force, like, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to give them the trust and faith. Lurn Nation told me to do this. Adam Short is amazing. I know he can get me there. And as a insurance policy, if the whole team absolutely stinks, it's not going to happen. But then, you just ask for a refund. So that's the only time I want you to think about the refund, okay? Because that's just not how we approach things. But you're protected. And so, Adam, all I can tell you is a great question, but I really think that you need to just dive in there, and you'll find out. Got a lot of people saying I'm in, I joined, I'm excited. That's awesome. I'm super excited. A lot of people saying I'm really excited about the training tonight. Thank you so much, Adam. So that is an excellent question. That's an awesome thing to say. Now, here's an interesting question. I get this all the time, Adam, and that is, how feasible or likely is this system to be able to do for people that live outside of the United States?
Yeah, great question. Very feasible, very doable. If you go to ClickBank, in fact, I don't know exactly what page it's on, but there's a list of all the countries that ClickBank sends payouts to, and as long as your country is on, and it's most countries in the world, so as long as your country's on that list, you're good to go. So we have people from literally all over the world doing this.
Awesome. And yes, guys, because remember, the biggest part of your monetization is by selling other people's products, right? So that's the brilliance of it. It's really, you're not selling your own products, it's other people's products. So we've got people that are saying they're incredibly tech unsavvy. So, how about that?
Yeah. So I will I think I mentioned this earlier. I can't remember, but I'm incredibly untech savvy too. And that's one of the reasons that I had the software created from the get-go, because I needed something that would make it easy for me to do things like launch landing pages, get more traffic, etc. So already, just to start at the beginning here, this business itself, the model, is not very technical, but the way that we teach it inside the program and the tools that we offer make it so you need literally zero tech knowledge. You're never going to touch a line of code. You're never going to have to use any complicated software. It's all very simple and straightforward.
Awesome. And I'm actually responding. If you hear me typing, I'm just talking with some of the students who've actually made their decision and are in. Adam, we have crossed our limit. We are officially sold out and actually oversubscribed by 2 seats. I did check because I wanted to be fair to you and what you're doing for us here. So I wanted to ask you, Adam, is there a way we can extend by a little bit, even if it's a certain amount of time, so that people just know that they have X amount of time that we're extending it, and beyond that, it'll be done. Maybe we put like a timer on the screen, or it's really up to you. What do you think we could do? Yeah,
maybe that's a good idea, because I obviously just drastically underestimated how quickly these seats would go. So that's my bad. Maybe the best thing to do, because I see we still have so many people on, is I could just set a timer, and anyone, we can just set it for, I don't know, how long on it do you think would be good?
I would say if we can do, we'll keep doing some more questions. If we could do about 10 minutes, I think that gives everybody a very valid amount of time to think about this. So guys, what I just did for you is huge. I'm guaranteeing that you will get these bonuses if you make a decision within the next 10 minutes, but we're not going to stop or pause the clock. We're going to go right through, and at the end of that, we are going to end. I'm going to go off and work with you and do some, we're going to do some investments. We're going to give away some Lurn Fund capital today to people that are seriously, they're out there, they're super serious. So that's yet to come. But I want to tell you right now, this is your opportunity to have 8 ready-made niche businesses handed over to you, ready to go. You know that you can start monetization almost instantly because you're using mostly affiliate products to start using ClickBank. And now you know that you actually have a model that will help you grow your business all the way up to 7 figures because you also learn how to build products, but not until you know it's the right thing to do, because building products takes time and investment, but you won't have to put any of that in because of the fact that, well, you're going to be, you know, I mean, you're going to already know. You're going to have a list. You're going to have traffic. Everything's going to be there. And the traffic engine is there already. So I don't know if you've already started the clock, but Adam, let's do it. There you go.
Sounds good.
So
all
there
right.
you go, guys. Start. You can see it right in front of you, okay? nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. Go there right now. Make that decision. Make it happen. We are oversubscribed already, but you know, with webinars like this, I mean, we had at one point 800 people on at the peak. It's hard to, you know, I don't like to pose limits and then people are in the process of getting their stuff together and then before they know it, they lost the opportunity. So if you're serious and you're ready to do this, I'm sticking up for you right now. I want you to go make that decision and I want you to take action. nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. And let's see here. We're going to look we're going to check out some other questions because I know that we've got a lot of people that are conversing with it. Guys, I'm sorry if I can't answer everybody's questions. It's just one of those things. You know, Anthony Daly says trying to get in but got declined. Anthony, most likely you just need to call your credit card company and let them know it's a legitimate charge. That's all. Sometimes it happens. Even I get it sometimes. You know, Don says thank you for your honesty and transparency, Adam. And of course, we all appreciate that. You've got a lot of students, Adam, in here that have worked with you in the past that are chiming in and just saying how great you've been and that they love working with you. Chinda, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with pronouncing names, but Chinda, very concerned if she was able to get into that top 25. You did, because we've extended it. We have 8.5 minutes left now. nicheprofitcontrol.com/Onik. Let's see here. You know, some of you are saying, I really wish I could. I just don't have the money. Look, guys, we're not here to push you and sell you and do any of that stuff. Look, if it's not right for you, it's not right for you. You're not going to ever hear that from a sales guy, right? But I'm not a sales guy. I'm your coach. I'm here to help you. I want you to be a successful online entrepreneur. That's exactly what Adam wants. We don't ever want you to do something that you just can't possibly do. So with that said, I am telling you right now, do that which is good for you. Do that which is helpful to you. Do that which is a good decision for you and your family and your business. All right? Now, if you're in a situation where you know you can make it happen, but you're making excuses, I don't need to be the one that tells you that. You already know that. Stop it. Don't do that. You have less than 8 minutes. I have 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go to nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. But I see some of you that are saying that, and I just wanted to acknowledge it. I just want to say, look, I understand. Sometimes we're in a place in our lives. Guys, for those of you who are saying, look, I absolutely cannot afford this, you know, trust me, Lurn Nation is still here. We will continue to find solutions for you and continue to work with you on a week-to-week basis. Make sure you show up here every week, and we will continue to work with you. All right? I don't want you feeling discouraged. I want you here to take up all the training. All right, let's see here. We just got a lot of people that are saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sharon says, I just joined. Thank you for allowing us to get the 8 sites before the time runs out. It gave me enough time to make my decision. Sharon, I appreciate you sharing that. That's exactly why I said when we have hundreds of people on, I don't like to be pushy. I don't like to make people make a decision that maybe they're just not ready to do. I want you to do this, and I want you to be fully committed to it. And the best way to do that is to make a wise and thought-out decision, right? That's the best way to do it. All right. Linda says, you guys rock. I got to run. I got a day job in the morning. All right, Linda. Well, thank you for being here. You're going to miss the $500 drawing, Linda. All right. I'm just looking. We just got so many excited and happy people. I'm getting less questions, Adam, to be very honest with you. I think your training was just absolutely impeccable. Kathleen writes, holy Lord, I just made the leap. I joined the program. I'm scared, but you know, this has to work for me. Well, that's why it will, Kathleen, because you got urgency and you're hungry. So I'm excited for you that you're going to make it happen. So congratulations on that, Kathleen. Congratulations on that decision. Adam, I'm going to keep looking here. Oh, here's a good question. Jason says, are we getting all the software updates for lifetime of the program?
Yes, Jason, you are. And just so you know, we have upgraded the software consistently since we launched in 2015, and we'll be continuing to do that. So yes, you will.
Awesome, awesome. Well, that is amazing right there, guys. By the way, being someone who sells software, being someone who updates software, let me tell you something, that is not easy to do. That is expensive, time consuming, and he's not charging you any penny for that. Guys, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Go to nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onyx. This is the time to make that decision. All right. After this, you're not going to be able to. So nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onyx. Now, there's going to be replays of this. All right, no reason to hide that fact, but I can't promise you that these bonuses are going to be honored. So right now, you have a 5 minute, 4 minute, and 50-second guarantee that you will get these bonuses when you go to nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onyx. But that's it. That is it. All right. Catherine says, I'm excited. I'm in. Congratulations, Catherine. I have an interesting question here. Marcy writes, Onyx, how do I make a decision? I have limited capital. I can invest in one program. How do I decide which program that is? You know what? That's a great, great, great question. And here's how I'm going to answer it. Here's what a sales guy would say to you. A sales guy would say, this is the right one. Do it. Go now. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to tell you is this. You have to watch the presentation, and there are two things you have to consider. The first of which is the thing that you saw being done, the system. See, Adam was so transparent. He showed you every single step. He showed you exactly what it is. You know going into this what you're getting yourself into. Does that excite you? Does that model excite you? Does it make you think inside, I can do that? All right, you got to be able to say yes to that. You have to. All right, before you make a decision where you put your hard-earned money down and make an investment in business in general. Remember, you're a businessman or a businesswoman. You got to make smart, wise decisions. The second thing you have to think about is the person behind the camera. Who's going to be your coach? Who's going to be working with you? Who's going to be your leader? In this case, you have to look at Adam and say, can I learn from him? Does he seem like the kind of guy that cares? Does he seem like the kind of guy that will want me to succeed and give it all I have? Adam said a line here earlier, and I want to remind you. He said, I'll work with you as much as you want. He didn't say my team. He didn't say other people. He said, I will work with you as much as you want. Now, someone who doesn't care about your success, they're not going to say something like that. They're just not going to say something like that. So right now, this is your opportunity to make that decision. You've got literally less than 3 minutes. You literally have less than 3 minutes to make the decision. So why am I saying that? Listen, guys, it's not to apply pressure, but I like to make you make decisions. Why? Decide no problem. I have no issue. If you've decided no and you're just chilling and hanging out because I'm going to do the $500 giveaway, all right, cool. Good for you. You made a decision. Tony Robbins taught me long back. He said, make decisions. That's where success happens. Success doesn't happen most of the time in the steps. It happens in the decision. Someone earlier, and I'm sorry I forgot your name, you said, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I have to make this work. I'm getting near the end. Well, make a decision because then you'll fight until it happens. So the reason I want you to make this decision in the next 2 minutes or not is because people who are indecisive do not succeed. Your decision could be yes, it could be no, but it has to be a decision. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, exactly. All right, Adam, another great question that we get a lot. Any additional investment you expect people to be prepared to make?
Oh, good. Very good question. Get that question a lot. So the precise answer, I guess you could say, is you will need, when you first launch your site, to get a domain name. That's $10 per year, and hosting. And you can get hosting for $5 per month. So my recommended host is HostGator. They have a plan it's around $5 per month. You can get a domain at GoDaddy for $10. So those are the essentials. And that's really it. That's all you need to get started, $15. Just to flesh that out a little bit, because I get this question too, what about the software that we need to send our emails, like Aweber or GetResponse? My answer to that would be just sign up for the free account for now. Don't just sign up for the free account. Don't pay for it yet. You can get a certain amount of subscribers with the free account, and just use that. And then when you hit your subscriber max, they're going to ask you to upgrade to $20 a month or whatever the cost is. But it's minimal, and if you have a good number of subscribers, you'll be earning income already. So you don't have to invest up front for that.
All right, awesome. Guys, 25 seconds. Pull the page up. Do it right now. Seriously. At least have the page open and start filling in the form. Even if you don't hit enter in the next 15 seconds, we'll be able to know that you were on the page, and we'll be able to make it work. 10 seconds coming up, everybody. nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. That again is nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. 5 seconds. 5 seconds to go. We recently just had Sharon, Adam, Razia, Desiree, Deborah. It's over, but if I drag it long enough, maybe he won't take it down. Michael, Anthony, Sharon, Renee, Barbara, Deborah again, Venkatesh, Lori, Eric, Catherine, Emily, Charles, Otis, Savasari, Shireen, Katerina, Raynor, Tom, David, Kathleen, Charles, Shinda, Reed, Tyler, Paul, Bradley, Kelly, Link, Marinelle, Annette, Darlene, Cecilia, Luis, Natasha, Mr. or Mrs. Oragel, I can't say your first name, Bonnie, Gary, Beth, Robert, Shell, Roald, Tamaz, and Miko. Wow, that's all I gotta say. Look at how many people just stepped up and took action. Look at how many people just stepped up and took action. Guys, I am super proud of you. All right, I'm super proud of you. Now, before we let Adam go, I'm going to take the screen real quick, Adam, and I want to share everybody. If you want a chance to win that $500 prize, I'm going to tell you what to do, and then we're gonna still chat for a few more minutes here. I'm going to drag this on so I give you that opportunity. Let me just share my screen here. All right. Let's see. Can you see my screen? You will now. All right. So you should see my screen here, okay? And what I want you to do right now is watch this, okay? You see how this shows one comment? Not anymore. You want your chance to win the $500. A bunch of students went and told me what they would do with their $500 investment. If I gave them $500 investment, what would they do with it? Look at that. I already have 105 comments. So right now I'm giving you one more chance. Go to facebook.com/Lurn Inc. All right, go to facebook.com/Lurn Inc. and leave a comment under this post. This one right here. It says live now, the 5-figure website that took 30 minutes to build revealed. Quick, grab a seat here. This post with my smiling face and live next to it. Under it, leave a comment and tell me exactly what you would do. Tell me exactly what you would do to tell me exactly what you would do with a $500 investment. See, Jane right here, she says, I would use it to come back to Learn Masters in July as a success story. I like that. Jane is one of our awesome Learn Masters students. Super pumped and going out there and kicking butt. All right. I also want to say thank you to everybody. We got past 20,000 likes at the Learn page. That was our goal last week. And I just want to say thank you so much for helping us achieve it. It's our page is just growing like crazy. So go right now. Make sure you make it happen. All right. Go to this post right here. This one. Leave a comment underneath that. And it tells me exactly what you would do. And if you haven't liked the page yet, make sure you click like on the page up here. Guys, we release all kinds of amazing information throughout the week on this page all the time. And I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss it. So let's just see what some of the people are saying. Jim says, if I won $500, I would use it to grow my business, then invest it in the next master's class. Jacques says, I will use it to purchase the course, Learn Nation, so I can take my business to the next level. As I'm just starting out, I'd use it for advertising on Facebook, Robert says. Lola says, if I won the $500 investment, I would invest the funds for website development and Facebook ads to promote my VA business and social media marketing. Wow. I love it. Samantha says, I would invest the $500 into outsourcing my sales copy. I know my strengths and I know what makes me pull my hair, and I would love to invest in great copy. All right, let's see. I want to be able to congratulate any students who still dove in there past the last. Okay, there we go. Colleen. I want to congratulate Colleen. She's still snuck in there. She's still snuck in there. So, guys, awesome. Congratulations, Colleen. Keep them coming, everybody. Right now, you still have a chance. I'll show you the site. We haven't stopped the webinar yet, so the URL is on your screen, nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik, nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. And for your chance to win this $500 investment, go to Facebook.com/Learn Inc. That again is facebook.com/Lurn Inc. Go there now. And let's see how many people have obliged me here. Where'd it go? Uh-oh, did I pass it? Did Facebook explode? Ah, there it is. All right, 130 comments. I'm giving you another opportunity. I want to come in real quick and ask you, Adam, any final closing words for our students before we gracefully let you go? Because I know you've been with us for a long time now, and I appreciate every minute of your time. What would you like to say just to close things off? Because I want everyone here to take action. I want them to go to nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onyx.
Yeah, this has been awesome, Onyx. So I just want to say I have had a ton of fun. You guys are an amazing crowd. I usually enjoy giving these presentations. I've especially enjoyed giving this one. Again, you guys have been great. And I want to welcome everyone who has put their faith in myself and in this program and enrolled. I think that you're going to be very, very happy with how you progress over the coming weeks. I'm really, really looking forward to working with you and seeing your success unfold. Other than that, like Onyx said, we're not really here to sell. We're just here to help you reach your goals. So I really feel like I've said most of what I wanted to say. I just hope that if it is within your means to take action with this, and maybe you're on the fence about it, I do hope that you take action with it, because, like Onyx said, we don't want to keep saying there is a refund, but there is. There is a safety net. There's an insurance if you get in and decide it's not for you. But I can tell you with assurance that if you get in and you follow the steps and you ask questions, if you get stuck, you will see results with this. So that's really it.
Awesome. All right. Well, listen, thank you so much, Adam. Everybody, I want to see a comment right now from you, wherever you are. If you are watching on Facebook, if you are watching on on our page at Lurn, I want you to type in "Thank you, Adam" right below. I want us to show appreciation. Type it in right now. And we are not moving forward, and I am not doing this giveaway until you have done that, because he deserves it. He has worked his butt off with us, and I am so grateful. So, Adam, I want to tell you just how grateful I am from my side. Everyone, right now, seriously, I can see that we have 161 comments. So type in "Thank you, Adam" first. I'll still give you 2 minutes to go ahead and leave your comments, and then I'm going to give you a sneak peek on what's coming up next week. I've got a big announcement too, by the way. A lot of you listening were asking, some of you asked the question, said, "Onyx, aren't you supposed to go hang out with Richard Branson?" I'm so proud of you that asked. That means you are truly here on these Success Weeklies. And yes, I'm leaving on Monday. I will be hanging out with Richard Branson next week, early next week. And you bet your butt I will be bringing back the lessons learned. The lessons learned from Richard Branson. I'm going to bring them back to you guys and present them to you on Success Weekly. All right, so let's see. Do we got a bunch of thank you Adams? Because I better see them. We at Lurn Nation, we appreciate those who give such generous, give us their generous time. Oh yeah, they're pouring in, Adam. They are absolutely pouring in. I can't even start to read all the names. You have 100, probably easily 100 or 200 even at this point of people that have said thank you, Adam. So Adam, thank you so much for everything. You guys still have a chance, all right? You still have a chance. nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onyx. And if you're watching this on replay, man, you should show up live. You should be there live on Success Weekly every week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Go to successweekly.com, sign up for your free seat. But nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onyx. Again, nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onyx. Go now. Now it is time officially, ladies and gentlemen, to move over into our giveaway. Adam, thank you so much, man, from bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. You crushed it, and everyone is super appreciative.
You got it. Thanks so much, Onyx. It's been awesome.
All right, awesome. Well, we will have you soon. And I want to also welcome Glenn Matthew, who snuck in here towards the very tail end. So, Glenn, congratulations and welcome to the team. Welcome to the group. All right, guys, you've had your time. It is now time to go over to the Facebook page, and let's see what the heck is going on. I'm going to refresh it, and we are going to pick somebody to win a $500 investment from Lurn. Oh, wow, look at that. Almost 200 comments now. Paula says, my $500 will go to Adam's program. Onik, you continue to provide awesome information and products. Thank you, Paula. I love that. Thank you so much. Pione says, if I won $500, I would spend it mostly on lead generation, especially Facebook ads, but also outsourcing to assist me with things I can great, such as video. Also mindful of giving back. I plan to donate 10% of my winnings towards assisting disadvantaged women in third world nations to start businesses. And oh, wow, you have, by the way, I'm Pione. I have got to learn how to say your name, though. I hope I'm saying it right. It's a beautiful name. And you just won my heart here with this plan to donate 10% of the winnings. So you are currently in the lead. I like how specific you were. All right, I like that. You even went and told me you're going to do some video creation, and then you told me you're going to donate a bit of that back. So we're going to come back to you here. I'm going to take a little picture of you. And I think we may have a winner today. All right. Alex, when I win the $500, I like that. When, not if. Don says, when I win the $500 Lurn Nation business investment, I will use to develop my photography business, specializing in nature and wild photography. Wow. If you empower me, oh, wow, look at this. Love it. It will empower me to achieve my goal to hike, backpack, and photograph the 210-mile. I can't even read all that. Then the photographs will be published in an ebook to continue growing my business. Inbox Blueprint and Lurn Nation will be used to continue growing my business. 10% of the profits will be donated to environmental charities to protect. Wow, look at you guys. Man. Well, Don, I like you're always here, Don. You are always here. You are on all of my webinars, and you are so absolutely energizing that I'm going to tell you, and I love the fact that you got this specific business built around your passion that you want to build. So, Don, I'm going to take a picture of you as well. And let's see here. We're going to keep going down. If I won the $500, I would Betty was here too. I saw Betty. Betty, thank you for being back. She's always here, one of our Learn Master students. She said, I would use your investment to purchase traffic to my Inbox Blueprint site. That would be really awesome. All right. Let's see here. I would invest in growing my business with traffic. Rainer says, awesome training as always. The time and dedication you provide to Lurn Nation students is incredible. Thank you very much. The $500 I would use to invest in myself and my wife for a change. Haha. Okay, good for you. You should invest in yourself and definitely your wife. I mean, trust me on that. Not sure if I posted in the right place before as I posted under the live feed. I am so excited about the opportunity. $500 would go a long way toward visiting the academy and learning from Lurn Nation, Onik, Adam, gaining mentors, and getting the training I need and becoming a success. All right, let me scroll a lot so that I can give an even shot here. If I am fortunate to be chosen for $500, first and foremost, I will make a donation to pay it forward for having the opportunity to learn from Onik. I got to tell you guys, it really touches my heart to see how many of you have put this voluntarily. I never mentioned this, and you've put this into your posts. So thank you for that, okay? Because I had refreshed this page before I ever mentioned Peony, who was the first one, or Peony, who was the first one. So it's not like you guys are copying her. Hope to get a year subscription at Sendlane and buy some hosting. All right, Centelli, well, that's good. It's very specific. Let's see. Onik, I would use the money to really just start up online and watch the webinar. I'm so motivated and driven to get going. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Don, you are in a big race for this. So I bet you very soon in the near future, Don, maybe on the next one even, I think you're going to win. All right. But for now, Peony, I am going to choose you because you were the first person who really led by example. You're the first one who I saw talk about specifically what you would do with it, and then offer to donate a portion of that back to charity, which you guys know means the world to me. So please reach out to our support team, support@lurn.com. All right, let them know your name. They're watching, so they see your picture already as well. They will confirm with you, and then you will get a PayPal with the donation, with the capital, and you will be asked to report in later to see what you did with it. We do want to see what you did with it, all right? So having said that, let me bring myself on screen here. See, can I do that? I just have to change my camera on. All right. Listen, guys, thank you so much for being here. So here's what's going to happen next. I want you to pay attention. I want you to commit. Next week, I have a really, really amazing presentation. We are going to talk about how to build a list, not an email list, a list, without ever asking for an email address or buying any traffic. How to build a list without ever asking for an email address or buying any traffic. It's going to be really fun. Really, really cool stuff. We got a special guest. We have a demo. I'm going to show you a live example. I have already been doing it. I will show you exactly what I've been able to do and how you can copy it. It's going to be a tremendous session. I want you all to be there. And the week after that on Success Weekly will come to you the top life lessons I learned from Richard Branson by being around him, because I will be hanging out with him early next week, and then I'll take some time to process that information and bring it back to you. All right, and we've got some tremendous things coming up. I'll tell you that right now. Some big and amazing things coming up in Lurn Nation over the next 2 to 3 months. You know, we're going to be releasing Lurn Insider in May. We've got Copywriting Academy in May. We've got FB Academy, Facebook Academy in May. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is time to turn things on extra, all right? Turn things on that extra energy level. So I also want to welcome, I think I already said Glenn Matthew. I want to see if anyone else was able to dive in here on nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. Yes, we did. Amy Whitner. Welcome, Amy Whitner. Congratulations. Great decision. You still have an opportunity. nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Onik. All right. With that said, everybody, thank you very much. Hats off to you. Salute. This is Onyx and all. It has been, of course, awesome to be here today with you. Thank you for joining us. I will see you next week and the week after and the week after and the week after. Remember, Lurn is here with only one purpose, and that is to be a transformational home for entrepreneurs like yourself. And remember what I always say, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. Keep fighting, fight hard, make your dreams happen. Entrepreneurs will change the world, be one of them. All right, I'll see you on the next Success Weekly. And to Peony, welcome and congratulations. We will be investing $500 into your business. And I look forward to hearing more about what you did with that. And remember, we'll be giving this away every week. So if you missed your chance this week, you got another one next week. All right, thank you very much. Talk to you guys soon. Sayonara.